Hey, this ain't a drill. Only time I playing is on the field. And when I'm on the field, no, I got mad skills. And you know we about to eat this a fast meal. Y'all gotta pay for this heat like a gas bill. We keep on coming back, so yeah, they mad still. 716 make them pay me some bad bills. Red, white, and blue like Superman, so you know we eating at the Super Bowl. Kill the competition, set up the funeral. Josh Allen catching all the shots you go for. We callin' blitz. Ready to start, we ain't calling no quits. I'm the #1 draft pick. A lot of y'all talk, but I ain't hearing it. Only listen to Keyshawn and niggas talk about the Bills dominating on the field. All our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill when we talk about the Bills dominating on the field. And our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill.
Don't make them kill. It's the offseason, but don't make them kill. Welcome back to another episode of the live version of the Post Podium Podcast, home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I am your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac.
This Key.
Love it, love it, love it. Welcome back, fellas. How we doing today?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Actually, I can, but I'm not going to. We're going to talk Buffalo football. We're going to talk Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got some exciting things to talk about. I mean, to be honest,
You said he got some tinfoil stuff in his possession.
Man, let's start off with that.
I don't have tinfoil material.
Man, listen, let's get right into the thickness of this joint.
Okay.
Thick threads. Let's go.
Now, conspiracy or not, coincidences, whatever. So, we all know what the Super Bowl is going to be. 49ers, Chiefs, right? Special guest.
What's the Super Bowl?
Special guest, Taylor Swift, right? So, a little fun facts about Mrs. Swift. Do y'all know what her favorite number is?
50, whatever the Super Bowl number is.
Close. Her favorite number is 13.
13.
Okay. Right? Why her favorite number is 13? So first of all, she was born on December 13th, right? She turned 13 on Friday the 13th.
Ooh, that's
right?
interesting.
Her first album went gold in 13 weeks in the U.S., right? She said out of her mouth that whenever she won an award, like a Grammy or whatever, that it was always been where she sat in either the M section, which is the 13th letter, the 13th row, or the 13th seat.
Why did you look all this up?
Right?
Yo, 13 sounds like a bad number.
I am
now.
getting there.
Right.
I am getting there.
Oh, I know.
It does, right? So historically, like 13 is like a bad luck number, right? All right, so bring us to Super Bowl 58. Super Bowl 58. 5 plus 8 is
13.
13. Taylor Swift has gone to 12 games so far. The Super Bowl appearance will be
In the 12 games they won.
it will be 13.
Gosh.
The Chiefs are playing the 49ers.
Which is divided by 13 to make. No, I'm joking.
4 plus 9.
4 plus 9
Oh,
is
my
13.
gosh, 13.
The Super Bowl will be played on February 11th.
2 days before.
2 and 11 is
Oh, okay. 13.
13.
So you telling me I have to watch this? I just need to know.
The 49ers were the first seed. Chiefs are the 3 seed.
13.
13.
What is happening right now?
I'm getting into this.
Who is the only starting quarterback in the NFL to wear the number 13?
Right now?
Kurt Warner.
No, right now.
Right now.
Oh, right now.
Yep. The starting quarterback.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay. I was about to say Taylor Heineken.
Wait a second.
I'm getting into this, man.
Brock Purdy wears 13.
Mm-hmm.
So the rumor is the Chiefs are going to win by
13
points.
Oh, God, I do not want to hear 13 anymore in my entire life.
If they lose by 13, I am done with all sports.
I can't stand it.
And then to put the icing on the cake, you take 100, which is like 100%, or 100 is like that definite number.
Mm-hmm.
What's 100 minus 13?
87.
Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, yeah, 87. She's not that old.
Just very coincidence about that 13 in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the 49ers.
I want to know what made you get on this rabbit hole.
Bro, I saw something and it just like, ooh.
Evidently.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting investigation.
Right?
Like, I would have never thought that all of that stuff was connected. But you're right. If I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, man, like I'm saying to myself, like, yo, QAnon was right. You know what I mean? Like They got the answers, man. It's all connected. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of dark. Is that third light on? Like skip one, yeah. That helps a little bit. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So we've already established that the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl.
And this show's going to go 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? If it does,
I'm going to cut it right off at 13. Done.
Yep.
And you're actually going to make your 90 seconds with 13 seconds to spare.
If that happens, I'm not doing the show anymore.
If that happens, you've never left that much time at the end.
What if Kelsey get 13 receptions in the game? At this point,
if he has 13 receptions, he's unguardable. Defense. It's definitely scripted.
I know,
like, he's unguardable.
I almost want to bet on him being the Super Bowl MVP right now, man. Like I just don't know how he gets stopped at all. Like Fred Warner is not that guy. They don't have the safeties to cover him. And the funny part is the strength of the 49ers defense is the middle, like the defensive line, their linebackers, and their safeties. Their corners are okay. Charvarius Ward is a good corner, but man, it's I just don't see it. I just don't see them being able to stop them boys, man. All right, what's going on, boss?
Yo,
he says, "Hola, everybody."
Hola.
¿Cómo estás? Instead.
All right, so we're talking a couple things today. On top of the conspiracy theory that is was Super Bowl 58. Very interesting to see if that comes out to play in the game. But the news that everybody had to have heard about by now, and the news that got your testicular juices flowing.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Your boy Bobby Babbich.
I'm about to make a baby on this show today. About to make a baby. Go half on a baby on this show today.
At least it's only going to be a few seconds of the show.
Exactly. Wait. 13 seconds though.
Oh
13 seconds.
God,
Wait. I gotta
not say 13 seconds on the show.
I gotta talk to the coalition. Is that a pause moment? Is that an AO?
What?
Nope,
okay.
Good for the
he
AO.
out of it right now. I had to stop and get him
okay. You got the coffee. I just want to make sure I'm in compliance.
Yo, can we just hold a minute? That camera sucks, man.
What camera?
Cause he's still blurry. I am trying to fix it so he can stand out.
Which camera are you talking about? Mine?
No,
Oh.
male shot.
We'll figure it out. All
right, well, that camera sucks, but
He's shining and glistening.
Let's not say the camera sucks. We just have to.
I'm gonna say it sucks.
Yeah, he's shining and glistening on here.
All right.
But yeah, no. So where were we now? Oh yeah,
Rip.
I'm good. I'm in compliance, so we're good there.
Okay.
Bobby Babbich.
AO moment.
Oh, and by the way, that wasn't AO.
It was AO?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, wasn't? Okay, I didn't fulfill the criteria of an AO.
Approval from the producer. You good?
I'm
So,
good. I
real
feel better
quick,
about this. I really did. I wanted to know.
Rich writes in, my favorite number is 13, and the Bills will win 13 games and win the Super Bowl. Gabe Davis will stay on the team.
How you know? How you know what to do it?
And will win by a game-winning touchdown.
Playoff game.
How you know what to do it? No, he gonna transfer to Kansas City right 13 minutes before the game start.
Yo,
because Kadarius Toney
listen,
gonna.
I'm telling you, if Kansas City signs Gabe Davis, bro,
I'm telling you right now, bro.
wish they would.
He go see us in the playoffs and be like, "Yeah, remember that something y'all saw?
I'm like, yeah, remember what happened last time in the playoffs? Oh yeah, me neither.
Yo, he gonna go off on us, bro.
I'm like,
no,
yeah.
you know what I'm gonna do at that point? I'm gonna sign Patrick Peterson just for that one game and be like, here you go, bro.
You know what
go
he
eat.
gonna run.
That's right. You know exactly what he gonna do. Just get it
them
done for one game.
boys. But yeah, so
Bobby Babbich, man.
yeah, I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm very excited. And I was asked why. Why am I so excited about it? Because everybody thinks that Miraculous is going to change the defense. It's not what I'm worried about. I'm looking at the pedigree. Look what he's worked with. Look what he's done. Look who he's improved on. I don't care if he calls plays. I said that last show. If McDermott wants to call plays, so be it. I mean, you said you thought that it signified that McDermott was going to be calling plays. I think you said that, right?
I think it signified that Babbich was going to be calling plays.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because if you're Bobby Babbich, excuse me, I don't know how you turn down other defensive coordinator jobs for other teams when you know you're going to be calling plays.
Right, to
stay here in Buffalo and not call plays. Come on, man. I just and who were the teams that were looking at him?
Miami.
Oh my gosh, they're
Green
going to
Bay.
be in the
Green Bay. Yep.
Green Bay. He turned down the Green Bay defensive coordinator job.
Well, I don't know if they offered it to him. They offered it to interview him. I don't know how far it got.
Man,
Some people were saying that they did it just to just to stop him from interviewing with other people. Like, yo, we want you. Like, no, you ain't going nowhere. Like,
For sure.
we want you.
For sure. I mean, he could have said,
know.
"I don't care. I'm going to still, explore my options." But
Right.
No, I'm interested in seeing what he does with the youth that's going to be coming in. I'm interested in seeing what he does with the people that he's already worked with. I mean, we're going to need it because, regardless of what the show is about, your exercise, you said I can't. He's silencing me. He said I can't talk about the salary cap. I'm still going to talk about it somehow.
Silencing you? What
somehow.
You don't have to
not
take
you.
it
He
like
said
that.
it.
Just for
he did it this time.
Just for the exercise at 53 man.
I'm gonna still talk about it. I'm not gonna let it skew me. I'm gonna still bring it up.
Just so you guys are aware, Keyshawn has on deck, on hand, readily available, a spreadsheet of the Bills salary cap situation. So at some point, I expect that to be brought up in the exercise, even though we've already told him not to do it.
And it's a pivot table.
It's a what?
A pivot table.
What is a pivot table?
Oh, you gonna see.
Oh, my
You gonna see. I might make a chart in a minute. No, but no, Bobby Babbich is the reason why I felt like he was probably gonna not call plays is just this. I felt like McDermott hired somebody from internal that he already had an influence on, somebody that's already worked with him and can say, you know how I run my defense, you know what I like, and I want to call my plays. Are you confident bringing our guys up, being a defensive coordinator, getting paid DC money to run the scheme? Was it Monday through Saturday, getting the preparation, getting the meetings in order, do all that good stuff. But you could be right. I mean, I'm not hard pressed to say that he's definitely not calling the plays or is calling the plays in McDermott's case, but I don't know. I don't think McDermott's play calling was bad. I just don't think that he has the time and the capacity to oversee all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the bigger part of it too. Is it's one thing to get through a season doing it because you were still trying to follow the narrative of Leslie Frazier taking a year off, right? But it's another thing to just say after that point, you know what, I'm going to keep the responsibility. That's a lot for a head coach to do, right? And we're talking about a head coach in Sean McDermott who only answers to the owner, right? And on top of that, he's the main guy making all the calls. Like, yes, him and the GM both report to Pagula, but Sean was hired first, right? And so, the having all of those decisions to make in terms of roster spots and who you're drafting, and then on top of that, oh, by the way, I got to worry about what our defensive scheme is going to be this year. I got to worry about how I'm going to structure plays, how I'm going to structure play calling. That's a lot for a head coach to take on if it's not something you're passionate about doing.
Yeah, I think he saw it. I think he saw that last year. He's like, I just can't. I want to do it, but I just at this point in my time, I can't do it, especially effectively with what we got coming up. We don't have a ready-made team. We don't have guys that can go out there and just do it. We're going to get into it. I think we're going to have generate some dialogue when we do this exercise that Mel has. So I'll save some of it for that. But I think he sees the bigger picture, and I will give him credit for that.
Okay. Real quick, Boz wrote in, rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was 76.
76.
I was just about to tell you about that, too, that he died. But you already beat me to it, so.
That's my dad, man.
So you liked him? You were a big fan? Predator?
No, I wasn't a big. He was in a couple of shows.
Yeah, he was the dad
that I liked.
What was he the dad? And he played somebody's father. I forgot which show. Was it Are We There Yet? No, it was one of those shows. And
yeah, it was like one of those shows that came on like after the Cosby Show or something like that. Like it was one of those kind of shows. Yeah,
but Predator, Rockies, and Action Jackson and all this other stuff. So
those Chubbs, man.
Yeah.
Yo, he was a linebacker.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
For the Raiders, I think.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
But back then you got drafted in like the 12th round or something like that. So
yeah. But you still got to play as a 12th round.
You got to play in the league. You got to play. So I'm not diminishing that.
Yeah.
Like Terry Crews. I think he was the same kind of deal. He got drafted like the 8th or 9th round or something like that.
Yeah, he was from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't understand how he was built like that.
Oh yeah, it was Oakland Raiders.
It's a lot of like actors that were like football players. Like The Rock played ball. He played at Miami with Sapp.
He tried. Took his $7. Tried to try out for the league.
Remember Brock Lesnar?
Oh, that's right.
Aaron Drysdale.
Minnesota Vikings. Yeah.
Lou Young, the famous YouTuber?
Oh, that dude.
He's funny. Dean Cain was a Bill.
Was he really?
Dean Cain was a Bill. He got hurt. That's why he didn't play. He got hurt in training camp.
Superman was a Buffalo Bill.
Superman was a Buffalo Bill.
Wow.
Yep.
I did not know that.
And Kerry Bender. No. The great Kerry Bender.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, there's like you said, there's a lot of guys out there that made it through, at least some level of the league. So yeah,
Who would
rest
you
in
say
peace,
is the
Scott
greatest
Withers.
so far? Football to acting or football to whatever they're doing now. Who would you say is the greatest?
And Goldberg played too.
Goldberg did play.
Man, that's a good question. Who would you say?
Yeah, that's tough.
Because a lot of them really didn't do anything.
Right, none of them was like really significant.
Well, I mean, Kevin Green and they didn't really start in wrestling. They just transitioned. Steve Mongo McMichael was a
I say
wrestler.
it's Jim Brown. I'm saying Jim Brown.
Well, after I hear that story about Any Given Sunday, I don't know.
What do you mean?
When he said who told the story? Did you hear the story about the young boy, the Supler slammed him because he was talking mess the whole time? He got slammed by a young boy, one of the actors. He was talking too much mess.
Yo, I heard it was a lot of fights on that set, bro.
Yeah, a whole lot of fights.
Like Jamie and LL went at it.
Yep.
Like it was a lot of fights.
Yep, a lot of
fights.
Well, when you simulating football.
Yeah, somebody get a little too handsy or something.
Speaking of which, did you see? I know we're going off the topic, but Anthony Anderson, he just had to go to the hospital. I think yesterday I saw.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was doing a stunt, a fight scene in one of the movies he was in or a show he was in, and he got hit in the back with a chair, messed his kidney in his back up. So he's in the gurney with the peace sign up. So I'm like, yo, when I see that chair again, it's on. But yeah. So yeah, no. What else you got, Mel? You got? What you looking at?
So yeah, I would say either Jim Brown or remember Frank the Hammer.
Frank the Hammer.
Who is Frank the
Yes.
Frank the Hammer Wilson. So he was in a lot of those movies with like Jim Brown and
really?
Yeah. He's in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Yeah.
He was in The Last OG. He was in
a lot of them Foxy Brown movies with Pam Grier and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was an episode of Jamie Foxx where they all played them.
Yep.
Yeah, LT, the Hammer came out there, and he was like, I could have played in the league. He was like, man, you couldn't play. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of guys that came through there. There really is. That's crazy if you really think about it.
Now, if you would have asked me who was like the best multi-sport athlete, that's easy, hands down. Bo Jackson all day long, bro.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
He was dominant.
Yeah.
Like dominant in both sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as big as he was, before they recorded it though, they said my man ran a 4.1, bro.
Him and Deion.
At that weight, like he had what 225? Are you running a 4.1?
They said what was it? They said Deion's rookie year, he went 9 straight reps in practice, all 9 routes. Nobody could catch the ball on him. This is rookie year. Nobody caught a ball on him. He broke everything up.
Yeah, he played, but he was really good at baseball too.
Yeah.
Deion. Yeah.
Thinking about him, but I mean, you had some guys that came out, some multi-sport athletes. You definitely had a couple of those guys, but you don't see too many in basketball though. You don't see basketball players
because he got matter of fact, he got drafted twice. He got drafted overall in the first round in the NFL. Then he got drafted in baseball. Played baseball first, and then the only reason why he went to the Raiders is the owner was like, "Yo, you can play both." You're like, "Yo, you can play both." Right. Like, "Oh, I can play both." Oh, well, let's go.
That's the only reason he went to. Yeah,
because his heart was in baseball.
Well, that's the same thing with Deion. Remember, Deion said, "Who's that calling? What pick they got?" I ain't interviewing him. They're like, "I'm gonna be gone by then." Right. What's the point? I'm gonna be gone by then.
Yo, I was surprised Kyler played football because he got drafted by the A's.
Who's that?
Kyler Murray,
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert.
In baseball, if you're not gonna be an ace,
oh yeah, that's true.
You ain't really gonna get paid all like that if you're just a rotational guy.
It's kind of like hockey. Like I didn't know this. Like unless you're like the 1 or 2nd guy, like you're going to like the farm leagues until you come up.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with baseball. They putting you in the AAA or whatever until you can make it up to the majors.
Exactly.
It's not like
the AHL.
It's not like the NFL where like you a 5th round pick and you're actually playing on the team.
Right. Mm-hmm. And them farm leagues, man, you might only get $400 or $500 a game.
Yeah.
But the thing about the farm leagues too, though, farm leagues is you're 17. you know, those guys are young.
That's
They
true.
forego college to
That's
do this.
true.
College
Yeah,
is
yeah.
in lieu.
Yeah.
They actually do that in lieu of going to college. So it's like, because I see them, you know, I see them all the time, and they're like, you know, are you here for juniors? No, I'm actually at the Rochester Amherst. I'm like, okay, all right,
Like, yeah,
young boy.
I got drafted, son. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like,
we'll see you in a
how?
couple
I mean,
years.
yeah.
Right.
What else you got?
Not making it. He's not making it. All right. So we have the Bobby Babbich signing, Joe Brady. So we got our coordinators, right?
Yes, we
Do
do.
we still have a special teams coordinator? Do we need an assistant?
We
special teams
we got
coordinator
them.
still?
We're locked in.
Who we got? Who we get?
Same guys.
Same guy.
Oh, he's
Running
still
it back.
Okay.
Okay.
But what we do have is a defensive line coach and a linebacker coach.
Who
The
are those
linebacker
guys?
coach is Al Holcomb. And the D-line coach is going to be none other than this guy, Marcus West.
I mean, I don't know him, but you kind of said, who cares who's the D-line coach?
It doesn't until they get a scheme in here and do something intricate. I don't even care who the D-line coach is because, contrary to popular belief, you know, never mind. Just bookmark that because that goes into your little
So
thing.
what I'm interested to know is, was Babbich able to hire these guys? Like, are these guys Babbich wanted, or are these plants by Sean McDermott? Because Al Holcomb was the guy that was hired to come in and be the go-between between Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier. And that's why, like, Al Holcomb is the reason Frazier walked away. Like, that was the final straw. Frazier didn't want to have a go-between of, you know, I got to show this guy my playbook. I got to explain to him what's going on, and then he's going to go and run and tell Sean McDermott what I'm doing. And now this guy is the linebackers coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what has Holcomb done?
This is the way I see it. If Babbage isn't calling plays, it's still going to be his linebacker room anyway. If he is,
And safeties?
no, he didn't do safeties last year anyway. He only did linebackers last year. He moved up.
Well, right. I guess so.
I think the safety, whoever was safeties last year, is still here. I believe. I think everybody's still here with the Marcus West. Matter of fact,
But Babbage started with safeties. Though.
yeah,
Right.
His dad was a linebacker coach. His dad retired, so he moved to linebackers.
I got you. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Because Bob Babbage is like world renowned as a linebacker coach going back, and Bobby actually played safety at North Dakota State. So he moved up to linebackers, and everybody's like, "How you gonna do that when Tremaine?" But he had Tremaine here. He's the one that got Tremaine that money in Chicago. Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much. He's the one that got us a linebacker in Terrell Bernard. Thank you, Bobby. Milano, All Pro. Thank you, Bobby.
Yo, speaking of coordinators, are y'all shocked that Slowick and Johnson are staying put?
Ben Johnson, no, because if you look at the jobs that were available this year, the only one that was worth taking was the Chargers job, and they wanted Harbaugh.
You don't think? What about the Washington one?
I would have thought they would have liked that one. Both of them.
Both of them, right?
I thought they would have.
Yeah, but so here's what I know about Ben Johnson. He runs a power run scheme, and his playbook. He's a very diverse play caller with a lot of different types of run plays, a lot of different the offense that he has in Detroit. They can play any style of football you want to play, right? But if you look at what the Washington Commanders have on offense, they're more built for a Bobby Slowick offense, right? So I don't think Ben Johnson looked at that situation and said, okay, number 2 overall pick, you know, I might be able to get Caleb Williams because he doesn't want to go to Chicago, but can I run the offense that I want to run with these players?
This is my contention. Not to you, but this is why I think he would have liked Washington. They got $83 million in cap space. Yes, I'm going to say cap space as much as I can before we get to exercise.
Yo, they got 83.
$83 million in cap space.
Oh my god!
And you got it. What's the other squad you said? You said Washington. Who else?
Washington and
Seattle.
Well, I said the Chargers job wasn't.
Oh, you said the Chargers.
Wasn't,
The
yeah.
Chargers.
But Washington was up there. Who else had an opening?
So last time it was just Washington and Seattle because everybody else got picked.
But Tennessee had an
right.
opening at $72 million.
Yep.
New England had an opening at $67 million.
Well, they kind of had a guy step right.
Well,
in
yeah.
after
I mean, like we talked about before the season, when they hired Gerard Mayo as a defensive whatever he was, I heard rumblings that he was the next one and not Bill O'Brien.
Right.
But I mean, I think something must have happened in Washington that he just didn't like, because you could build a whole new team.
Yeah.
$83 million and number 2 draft pick and however many draft picks they have on top of that. So
Right.
Now, too, I didn't know this, but I'm leaning on the fact that maybe they don't want to be head coaches right now, because like the defense coordinator we talk about all the time is Spags.
Mm-hmm.
He flat out does not want to be a head coach anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He used to back in the day, but he been there, done that. Like I think he's found his niche and he's comfortable being a defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So like, to me, that's crazy, because like he's one of the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't want to be a head coach. Like, he's good with being who he is. So I wonder, are those two guys like thinking the same thing? Like, do they want to be elite in the position that they're in, or do they want a shot at the head coaching job? Because I don't know, man. Like, if I'm good at this area, I don't really need to prove to anybody that how good of a coach I am. So I don't know. For some people, personally, you want to upgrade, you want to prove that you can be dominant. But other people might be just cool with doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a mind state thing, and I think we talked about that last show. You know, for me, I'm comfortable doing what I do. I don't want to be a manager anymore. But then you got guys like we talked about.
Right.
You know, why wouldn't you want to do it? Strike when iron's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making what? He's got a net worth exceeding $9 million. This is Steve Spagnuolo.
These Spags.
And I mean, you're talking about a guy who's pretty much just been a defensive coordinator, and that spans time when they weren't making millions of dollars. So. Yeah. He's got a nice little nest egg for himself.
You figure he's in his 60s, so like, do you really want to take
No,
on
the
a head
headache?
coaching
Yeah.
judge at that
You want
age,
that?
or like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go any way with it, but with Slowick and Johnson are our age basically. So,
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I was at the point where I wanted to do it at one point in time. And I was like, you look at it, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean the new age of players that are coming in, the new generation of players that are coming in. I think a lot of these older coaches, and I think that's part of the reason why Bill Belichick didn't get a job.
I'm
and
surprised,
I think that's another that's part of the reason Mike Vrabel didn't get a job. Like, these are old school guys, right? And so being able to connect with a younger player and communicate with a younger player, understand a younger player, and how to help a younger player develop and become that, veteran guy that these more traditionalist coaches want. It's tough, and I commend I commend Spags for knowing his role and just choosing to just stay in that and excel in it. It also helps when you're a defensive coordinator of a team that has Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and you can just chill and coach throughout the season.
Right.
Does it not?
As long as I do my part, I know they're gonna do theirs.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna win as long as I continue to do my job. So
yeah, it's a nice little incentive to just remain status quo.
Yeah. Right. The thing I found interesting, though, very, very interesting, is 5 of the open jobs this year were filled by defensive coaches. Antonio Pierce to the Raiders. The Commanders head coach is a defensive guy.
He's the new
Dan Quinn.
He's now the youngest coach in the league now too.
Who's that?
No, not the Commanders guy. You talking about who you talking about? What's his name?
I just heard it on the radio.
Yep.
I forgot what team he went to.
You talking about Mike McDaniel, right?
McDaniel, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
No,
Mike Mc something. It's Mc something.
Yeah.
Mike McNuggets. All right.
Mike
McDonald, McNutt.
McDonald. Yeah.
McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Yeah, he was a defensive coordinator of the Ravens.
I think
last year.
I think that's kind of what we're talking about. The defensive head coach not necessarily being defensive minded per se. Never mind what Sean McDermott said. I know we're not going to do that, but. I think there is a world where you can have a duality to you, where you can be flexible. We know our guy's demeanor is not so malleable, but I think there is a world where it can be done, and it can be done well. We saw that with Raheem Morris, right? Not
Raheem Morris.
Yeah, we saw it with him. We saw it with who's the guy in Houston?
DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
It's just a mentality about it. I think that's what it is, and If you can get you a nice little staff with you and a Steve Spagnuolo or something like that don't want no more.
Yeah,
you're good.
I think that's what these owners are looking for. Now, this was my thought on this too, and I want to see what you guys think. So my theory is, when you're talking about owners who are, well into their 60s, 70s, 80s, right? They want to be able to connect with the guy running their team as well, right? They want to be able to know that they can communicate on a certain level with the guy running their, coaching their players. And defensive coaches, I think, by trade, not necessarily personality-wise, but by trade, are more traditionalist than offensive coaches, right? And I think the reason I can say that is because defense as a whole hasn't really changed as much as offenses have in the last 20, 30 years, right?
Yeah, sure.
So if I'm looking for a guy who's basically coming on as the face of my franchise, aside from the quarterback, I want a guy that I trust. And I think the guys that exude that level of maturity, that level of dependability, I think that's more of a defensive coach's natural traits to begin with, just because of the traditionalist nature of the side of the ball that they coach, right? I think Rex Ryan might have been the only person that I know of that was, a little more wily as a strictly defensive coordinator.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe Pete Carroll, but he coached offense and special teams.
He was a different guy. He was a college guy, so when you're college, you got to kind of do both.
Right.
Yeah, I think to your point, Rex Ryan with his dad being the originator of the 4-6 defense. Basically, you're gonna. It's nothing but up from there,
Right.
What you gonna say, Mel?
Yeah, I think to A's point, I think with those offensive minded coaches, I think it's kind of like my comparison to the quarterbacks with Lamar Jackson. I think the offense gives you the higher ceiling, because they got innovative stuff you've never seen before, and they got the big plays, the wild plays, and oh my God, they can move on all cylinders. But the defense is the traditional staple. You can do whatever you want to do, but you still ain't gonna beat this zone, or you still not gonna beat this defense. You know what I'm saying? So they're more it's kind of proven this is the defense. Either you're gonna beat us or you're not. There is no where the offense you can switch it up. To your point, Rex Ryan, he was kind of creative with his defense because he's kind of mixed it up and changed it a little bit. Yep. Right? He wasn't stuck in all right, we're gonna run this and that's what we're gonna stick to. He was innovative and all right, we're gonna do this and show you this look and show you this move and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah. So I think all of that translates to exactly what these owners are looking for, and I would have thought that all of these positions would have been filled by an offensive guy, and really only one of them was, and that's Jim Harbaugh. So, what we saw with DeMeco Ryans, I think, proved to all the other owners in the league that defensive guys could still have winning seasons, and younger defensive guys could still work as head coaches. And I think that's why you saw all of the guys that were hired as, aside from Dan Quinn, who's an older guy, but everybody else is a younger up and coming defensive coordinator. Right. So,
and we looked at it. I think we saw a lot of the guys that we went through. They had some kind of experience with the other side of the ball. Yeah, So even Slowick, I think it was Slowick, or was it? Yeah,
Slowick had the defensive back.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a mentality. I think it's really a mentality. You don't want to have an ironclad defensive guy. I agree with that, because that's when you come up with a Marone, even though he was an offensive lineman, where it's we're just gonna run the 12 personnel 13. We're just gonna run until he pukes, and they didn't do it because they couldn't get him in space.
Exactly.
But no, I think it's just all in the person themselves. So, I mean, good luck to the guys that got hired. I hope they do all right. Not against us, but I hope they can show that there is a world where a defensive coordinator can actually do more than just be a defensive coordinator.
Right. The other thing that I think, and I'm going to kind of call my shot here, I think with all these defensive-minded head coaches, if let's say, because there were 5 of them, right? So let's say half of them. Let's say 3 of them are successful, right? Now that would be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So somewhere around 10 head coaches in the league, at least, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look it up. But the new wave that would then be coming into the NFL is stronger defenses, more. I hate the way this sounds. More better defenses, like a more numerous amount of defenses that are good. And I think, and this is my hope. And I hate the way this sounds, but I think that brings about more of an importance on the run game, and us being able to get back to having number one 3 down backs.
Yeah, Bill Cow backs.
Yeah, I mean, I still want all the passing and everything like that, but I kind of hate what's happened to the running back position.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And for as sexy as passing is, it is easier to disrupt now that defenses are faster, and players have gone against it in college. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you gotta start getting, like, I remember this wave that happened back in the 2000s, right? Every 4, maybe 5 years, people would switch from bigger, stronger defenses to smaller, faster defenses.
Yeah, 4-3-3, 4-3-4, 4-3.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everybody was switching between 4-3 and 3-4. That was the wave that kept ebbing and flowing throughout the 2000s. And I think we're going to start to see something like that now, with the athleticism of players increasing, the speed of players increasing, both offensively and defensively. I think it always continues to even out no matter what. Right, these guys want to get paid, and in the name of being able to find a spot and make money, I'm gonna use my athletic ability to play whatever position I can to be of value.
Yep.
So hopefully we see the bell cow back. I think if all these defensive coordinators are successful, I think that'll be the next thing that comes back after that. Hopefully,
I think that's probably what you just said. It took me back to why don't cancel me. Why I'm not a fan of Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry made...
Is there a mute button on his mic somewhere?
Can he leave the show?
Volume at the very least.
Because what happened was Steph Curry made basketball about shooting. Everybody shoots. Steph Curry said, I ain't do that. Yes, you did.
You might want to repeat what you just said.
You're shooting 44% from threes.
Hey, Dad, can he leave the show?
No, you leave the show, sleepy man.
I'm wide awake right now.
Oh, I see. I woke you up, but go with me on this. Go with me on this.
You know what you got to do?
So
you got to bring out that little toy that he was playing with before. And
I looked at the picture. I said, "Just the picture." I have it on my phone. I said,
that'll distract him. He'll forget all about his point.
But no, I'm not gonna forget this because this is near and dear to my heart.
I think if you bring up, Stephon Diggs, then he'll be all right.
That ain't gonna do it either.
Trading Diggs ain't gonna
no,
get you
because
off the point?
no, this is really my point. The reason why I say that about Steph Curry is because what was I?
You were.
I was in the post.
Yeah.
I played on the block.
Yeah.
Who plays on the block now?
No one.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Exactly. Why? Who wants to do that? It's dirty work. It sucks. It's boring.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you said about running.
It's
boring.
Flashy, you don't want.
I don't. That's not sexy. It's not the thing that everybody comes to see. I'm not throwing the ball 70 yards. Yeah. I'm not running a 4-2. I'm just running people over. Nobody cares. They took all my rules away. I can't lower my head on anybody. Yeah. In basketball, I can't hand check. I can't have my back to the basket more than 5 seconds before I dribble.
Okay, but
I'm not doing this.
Okay, but the only reason why the league is changing so much is because, for one, the reason why everybody is shooting less shooting more and less going to the paint is because the refs will call these nonchalant calls when you go to the paint. So it's like whenever Curry or LeBron or Giannis or Zion or any big players or small players who go to the paint, they get fouled, but there's no cause.
Yeah, they call it. That's not really effective because they call it because they need to score more points. They take defense out of the game. Who was it? Who was the last defensive player of the year? Who knows? Anybody? No.
Gobert.
But I bet you.
Gobert.
Who was it?
Gobert.
Was it Rudy Gobert? Yeah.
So
yeah,
one person in the room knows.
So because I watch basketball,
he studies the game. So.
I watch basketball up in here.
But see, the point is that's the point though. Nobody cares. Yeah. Nobody. who's the center? Who's the starting center in the All-Star weekend? And I know you, but see, the thing is, there isn't one. There's
No?
Giannis.
Jokic and Embiid.
Giannis.
They don't call it a center.
Giannis.
It's a front court and back court. There's no center. Front
Yes, there
court,
is a
back
center.
court.
Giannis is the center.
That's what
No.
the position is called, front court and back.
No, they just go. It's fluid. It's a fluid thing.
It's literally
So-
called front court and back court. Why are we talking about this right now?
Okay,
That's
I'm
my
sure there's
point.
people that want to hear about football. So.
But no, that's what I'm getting at. No, what I'm getting at is to your point. What
No,
I'm
because
trying to get to.
he wants to act like it's not called front court and back court, and Giannis is the
Listen,
center.
you're not about to take over my show with basketball.
Well, I'm
so
sorry,
I'm
but
putting that to
Keyshawn's
a rest
statement is
right now.
wrong. Like
Keyshawn, you have the
Keyshawn-
floor, sir.
Thank you. My point is this: in sports, what they do is they trend towards something that everybody wants to see. They don't trend towards the actual.
What's best
we'll
for
say
the game.
reason of the game. We'll say
right.
the way the game is supposed to be played. Well, that's what I mean. They go towards something that they pick it out and they embellish it. They make plays, they make calls, they make penalties, they make all these rules. So you have to do what they want you to do.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody doing, like I said, back in the day, who we call, who will say, Damian Harris would have been a huge paid player if he wasn't injured, because all he does is get first downs.
Right.
All you do is head into somebody and you go down. We know you're going to do that. It sucks, but you're reliable and you're important. Look at the 90s in football.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to say, oh man, a 50-yard receiver, not 50-yard, 50 reception receiver.
Yeah.
That was a huge deal.
Yeah, it was.
Steph Diggs he's gone for over 100 yards 4 straight years.
Yeah.
Right.
You got Tyreek Hill, dang near hit 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the thing. That's the way it's going.
Yeah.
That's not football.
Back in the day, it was the running back and the defense, man. Your Thurmans, your Emmets, your Berries.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what they want. Like,
Right.
give me a hard-nosed running back. What's my man name? My man LaDainian Thomason. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Marshall
Those
Faulk.
was the GOATs,
People-
man.
yeah.
Like, if you
Yeah.
had them boys in your team, like, don't get me wrong, you maybe had one good receiver, but they didn't look at, how many receivers they got.
Right.
Who cares?
Nobody
Who you got
cares.
at running back?
Like,
Right.
I
You know what I'm
remember.
saying?
I remember it was, the '95 season where we were playing the Houston Oilers, and I remember it's because I was at this game,
You was
and the
there?
big deal was Webster Slaughter. Yes, Webster Slaughter had to get like 4 receptions for his 50 reception season.
Wow.
And they kept talking about, he's got 4 more to go, 3 more. He's just got 51 receptions. Like,
Was he the number one receiver?
yeah,
Wow.
he wasn't a
Can you imagine
1,000-yard
that,
receiver.
No.
He had like
50 catches.
he had
for
like
the
600
award?
yards, dude. 600 yards for the season. That was
Wow.
it.
They was cheering that on like he was doing
Yeah.
something. 600 yards. But see, here's the thing about the run game back then, right? The bell cow running backs were big enough to break tackles from guys who were twice their size and fast enough to run away from them, right? And so that's what made the 50-yard rushing touchdown exciting.
Like, yo, look at him go. We finally got one.
Right. And I think even with LaDainian Tomlinson, he had 20 yard, 30 yard, 50 yard, 60 yard touchdown runs, right? And I think what ended up, I think how that ended up getting lost was the athleticism of everybody else at all the other positions took a step up. Guys were able to run faster and still sustain a decent level of size to be able to catch these backs. So there weren't as many breakaway rushing touchdowns anymore, right? You were either smaller and got stopped from being able to break away from guys, or you were bigger and not fast enough to do it.
I'm gonna say, what would better be in today's league?
Man, no, who's tackling him? Who is tackling Bettis right now? Like, who's tackling Brandon Jacobs?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Christian
everybody
Okoye.
think, huh?
Christian Okoye.
Boy, the Nigerian
exactly.
nightmare.
The Nigerian nightmare.
Exactly. Nobody's bringing that
No,
dude down.
Earl Campbell.
Imagine if Lynch was playing it today. I know he wishes he was playing in today's day and age.
Yeah, he's a different animal. He would have probably been the greatest of all time in this league.
That's what I'm saying. So I think what gives the run game life today, if it does come back, are the things that we used to see more of back in the early 2000s and 90s and it was the breakaway rushing touchdowns. It was the equivalent of that 60-yard bomb, receiving touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And defenses to a degree with that too high shell have just canceled it. Basically, you don't see any of that anymore. Now guys got to dink and duck their way down the field.
Also, I think what killed it too was the revolution of the elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, it was you never heard of a quarterback out rushing a running back.
Yep.
It's not happening. Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
Yeah, now it's like, oh, okay.
Michael Vick, Cunningham, like these dudes, like they changed the game.
Yeah.
Like they changed the game, man. So they kind of put running back out of business because, run the ball, I got it.
Right, we got one guy that can do two jobs.
He can do everything, right? Yeah. So now it's a quarterback-driven league because look how dangerous it is when you got that dude direct.
And the thing is, look at all the rules they instilled in the league to let that flourish.
You can't hit him.
No,
he's running. He's a quarterback.
He slid, kind of. He was about to slide. You can't hit him.
You can't hit him.
You should have known that. Therefore, what's wrong with you?
People still swear up and down Josh Allen was fake sliding.
No, he just can't juke.
From the Steelers, like,
his
stop.
juke is just terrible.
Right? Yeah,
that's all it is.
Exactly. He just got stiff hips. That's all.
But that's it. But yeah, speaking of which, let me ask you guys this. Vrabel and Bill Belichick. Why? What is this about?
Why they can't get a job?
Why they can't get a job? Vrabel is a what? He's a winning coach.
I said it earlier. They're too old school, too traditional.
I thought Vrabel would get him a DC job.
See, now that's what I was thinking. Like I didn't think that they was gonna get head coaching, but I'm
I
at
thought it'd be DC somewhere.
Coordinators, but like you got to think about it. Like Belichick is going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame coach off the muscle.
Yeah.
It's not even a discussion.
Yeah.
When he come up. Just stand up, Bill Belichick. Yup, sit down. He's in. Right? Not even an argument. It is 32 NFL teams. You mean you don't need his services at all? Like, come on, man.
He's only gonna be there like 2 years. That's it.
Like I think so. My theory is this. I think when you're a head coach coming fresh off of being a head coach for years, 9 times out of 10 you don't go into a coordinator position right away. Like the following year. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time for those guys, they take a year off and they look to see if they can get another head coaching spot. I think for head coaches, the trend is always you get fired from a head coach spot, and if you don't get anything else, you wait. Right? You just kick back, kick your feet up like Sean Payton did. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Sean Payton sat back for a year, came back, got the Denver job. He was only gone for 1 year. Right.
I think rumor for Vrabel was, keep me honest, he was aligned with, I think, Michigan, University of Michigan, which is funny because where did he go to school? Ohio State. Who's Ohio State's biggest rival?
Michigan.
Yeah. You can't do that. Them's fighting words. Yeah, Them's fighting. You can't go back home if you do that.
Right.
They're going to stomp all over.
Was there any this year? I only know one head coach that got fired and got a coordinator job. Mm-hmm. That's Brandon Staley. Mm-hmm. D's the only one that I know. Like, did any other of those head coaches get? Oh yeah, Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith. That's
got
right.
one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at me go. I've been around y'all too long.
Yeah.
But the thing about those guys too, though, is they only had Staley had his job for what, 2 years? And he was terrible at, like.
Was it just doing either for? Oh, I thought he was there for the whole time. No, he was. You're right.
Yeah,
because they had
same thing for Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith had his job for 2 years.
2 years.
Both of those guys sucked at those jobs, right? Vrabel made it to an AFC Championship game with his team. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he's got a 54-45 record all the time as a head coach.
Right. So when you've clearly had success as a head coach, it's like. I don't just yet want to go and coach under somebody else.
Right.
Just yet. Just maybe I take a break. See what the landscape looks like next year. Maybe there's somebody who likes the idea of firing their guy and bringing me in. You know what I'm saying? But
the good thing about him is he's only 48, so he's got years. Belichick's 72 in April, so
72.
Yeah, you may as well just say
he might not be able to get off the rocker next year.
He might be napping when that phone rings.
Exactly.
He'll rock himself to sleep.
Was he older than Carroll?
Yeah. No, Carroll's older. I think he's a year older.
Man,
Yeah.
these dudes dinosaurs, man.
Yeah, but Carol moving like he's 45.
Mom,
Man.
cover your ears. She's the same age.
Who?
My mom.
But these dudes,
I know.
they got the white, they got the silver hair, the great like.
No, yeah. I mean, and it's just like in basketball. We're 40 and LeBron's 40. It's like, yo, how's this dude still standing upright? He's the oldest man alive. He's Cro-Magnon.
Yo, he's really trying to play with his son, man.
He could do it.
No, he is.
He could do it.
Yeah. How many years you think he'll do? Probably just one, or you think he can go two?
He's doing a year, and
I
then
think
and
he's going to do like Deion and try to get his sons to the league. Well, Deion, I'm not saying he's going to quit, but
Right.
I think LeBron's just going to try to usher his sons and both of them in, and then leave.
And then
he said he's doing Bronny, then he's leaving in 1 year. He's saying wherever Bronny goes, he's trading himself to that team to be with Bronny.
I'm trading myself.
Right,
Yeah.
like the audacity of
Well,
a
the thing
statement
with-
like that.
well,
Like,
what are you
Come on,
gonna do?
Bronny. Hey,
No, this is
I'm coming over there.
what he can do.
right,
This
tell
is
your
what he can do.
GM I'm coming.
He's I think his contract is expiring, so he can sign 1 year deals until Bronny decides he wants to come out. Then what's gonna happen is LeBron say, I'll play for league minimum for whoever he goes to, and we'll play together.
Well,
LeBron's
because
a billionaire. What's he need money for?
Because I was going to ask you if I'm the GM, I don't want you to get out of here. But league minimum, you can't pass that up.
You can't pass that up for
And
Bronny.
it's LeBron James.
You can't pass it up.
You can't pass it up. How much?
Sign on the dotted line. So
Maybe it's just me. I think that is so cheesy, but I
It is
guess
cheesy.
I mean if I'm LeBron, of course that would mean something to me to be able to play with my son. It's the same as me being able to have my daughter in here recording, music and stuff like that. So I get it.
Yeah.
I just think to go to this degree to do it though, like
Well-
people still look to him as like the best player in the league, but he's not winning nothing, and it's because he's holding out for an opportunity to play with his sons. Like, still win. Just do what you're supposed to be doing for the NBA, and then get your reward when it's time. But don't just sit. I'm not saying he's sitting on his thumbs. I don't know if I can respectfully say that.
no, because he's still dominating out there. He's still doing his thing. But his team, I mean, the teams he's this is not going to turn to basketball. Oh, I'm just going to say this: in LeBron James' career, he's seen 66 teammates traded. 66 of his teammates have been traded. While he's
And
across
it's
all
all
his
been
teams.
his fault.
Pretty much, he's the GM of every team.
Right.
But also to your point about LeBron, Juwan Howard retired. He retired a year before Juwan Howard Jr. got to the league.
Did he really?
Yeah, he played 20 years, and his son came with would have been his 21st season.
Wow.
And so he retired. Frank Gore as well. Frank Gore, he retired the year before his son made the league. So, I mean, some guys can do it.
See, with football, I want to play with my son in football, bro.
Yo, right. That's what
I
I'm
would
like. If
that.
I'm that
I
old
would
and my
love
son
to.
come in,
Basketball is
love
cool
to.
because you can
No.
play with him.
My son ain't taking my ankles, dude. I already got bad
That's
knees. He
what
ain't
I'm
taking my
saying.
ankles.
That's why
Like,
you got to play
yo.
on this team.
See, in football,
son, you better
Can
stop playing. I'm
crack
gonna hurt
you.
your pockets right now. I'm gonna take that knee clean out. That ACL mine.
You're not going to embarrass me. This is my league.
football, I'm like, yo, back in 2019 when he didn't take the garbage out, oh, snap.
Payback now.
Payback. Can't cover your ears. This is going to happen in 2034.
Wow.
I'll
But
only be.
but can you just imagine, like, for example, let's say Tom Brady had a son who was, like, old enough, and he's playing quarterback against his son.
Could you imagine his son being a Jet when he was a Patriot?
Bro.
Yo,
And let his son play defense. Oh, my God.
yo, he be like, my son's the mic. My son's the mic.
Don't let him touch me. Don't let him touch me.
Giselle paid him off. I digress. I have one more point before we got to Mills' thing, because I actually am interested in this.
Oh, go ahead, Keith.
I saw a trade rumor,
Uh-oh.
and I am well, it's not gonna. It's a rumor, obviously. I'm excited about it though. What you
Wait, does it involve a wide receiver?
got? No.
Oh, okay, but I saw a rumor too.
What'd you see?
I saw
Diggs for what?
no. I
Oh.
saw. Matter of fact, mine wasn't even a trade. It's just a free agent target that's supposed to be landing at the Bills for
Oh,
sure.
you just made me sad.
Who?
There's a free agent wide receiver
He said free agent. I got sad.
who is landing
In Buffalo,
in Buffalo
When?
unofficially.
unofficially.
What, today?
He's just coming to see Niagara Falls.
No, it's just a rumor. Like the agent said, yeah, this guy's probably going to sign in Buffalo.
He's just coming to see Niagara Falls.
How would you guys feel about that?
illegal tampering? Huh?
How would you guys feel if he came here?
is- I
That
didn't
guy
see him.
is Michael Pittman Jr.
I heard something about that.
Just
I don't
heard
like
that.
it only because, and it's only because I want to see an air choreo,
Yeah.
the air raid, and I
Yeah.
don't see him fitting there. I want to see.
Like I think he's a good receiver, but
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
think he's a good fit for Buffalo.
He's like the Gabe Davis we all wanted.
Right, that's exactly right.
all want it.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
What were you gonna say? What were your thoughts? Like you were gonna talk, and I overtalked you.
No, yeah. Well, I think you covered everything.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Who's the
pretty
trade?
much it.
Who's the trade you was talking about?
Azeez Ojulari. Ooh. Now
For who?
they wanted a 4th round. They were predicting a 4th round for him.
That's not going to happen.
Now we got 10 picks. We can't afford to pay 4 of them.
No.
But this is the kick. This is the kick. It could happen because their D line is in shambles. Their whole defense is in shambles.
They said that we got what 4 defensive line members.
Us, yeah, because we got Ed Oliver,
We got Vaughn.
Vaughn,
we got Russo.
we
We
got
got what you call Linval Joseph. No, not Linval
No.
Joseph. Jonathan Kingsley Jonathan.
Okay, so we got 3 of them then. Okay, because you know Kingsley going back to the practice squad.
It's 4, Keyshawn. Technically,
No, it's
it's
3.
4.
No,
That's
this is you guys probably remember Azeez from when we talked about the draft in 21 when we took Rousseau. Who did I want?
You want him in 21?
I wanted that pass rush demon, that stud that got around the edge. Ojulari from Georgia is that guy.
But what has he done with the Giants?
He had 16 sacks in 3 seasons. He had 8 in the first and 8 in the second 2.
Was he hurt at all?
He was hurt a little bit. It's not injury prone. But this is the thing. When I said that, we still had who? Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison. So what I did was I went back and I said, let me just see where he stacked up his first 3 seasons versus Jerry Hughes. Now, first 3 seasons, Jerry Hughes played 40 games. Azeez played 35. Azeez has 16 sacks in 3 seasons to Jerry's 5. 47 solo tackles to 41 for Jerry. 4 forced fumbles and 2 fumbles recovered to Jerry's none for either. Now, Jerry was a massive flame out in Indy, per what they said. Came to Buffalo, reinvigorated his career, and the rest is history. He was our longest tenure guy until he went to Houston. I think we can get the same thing, the same production out of this guy here. 6'3", 240. He ran like a 4'6", coming around the edge like a demon. If you want to see some tape on this guy, watch it. I promise you. If we could get Azeez Ojulari from the Giants, I'm telling you, man, under Von Miller.
But what year is he in on his rookie contract?
He's got 1 more, so he's got this one and next year.
But is he? I don't think he's demanding like top dollar though.
He not based on these numbers.
Yeah, he can't. He can't.
Not based on these numbers, but that's the thing.
That'd be a
So
main
technically,
pickup.
he's a slightly better version of Epinesa.
Yeah. He's a Epinesa 20, slightly better version of Epinesa 23. But the thing is, he's not the speed to power guy. He's a Von Miller type player.
Really?
He comes out the edge hard, got the bend and everything.
You got the bend.
So
yeah, we need that.
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
when I saw this, I was like, I got to put this on the show because I had nothing today, guys. I had nothing.
So
Aside from the players, the
Right.
Yeah.
so somebody you saw this like proposing like, hey, he could go here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's already Ryan Dable and what's it? Sean.
Hey, give me him and take Gabe Davis. You gonna need some wide receivers.
Yo, Gabe Davis was a beast in Dayball's system. That's
Davis
it.
was a-
But
but
we
had
got
to- we had
to
to
get
sign
Davis
him, though.
under contract though.
We had to
in
sign
order
him.
do
Oh,
it. Yeah.
that's right.
But I mean, there's other ways of enticing, I'm sure. But I would be very willing to give this guy a look in Buffalo, especially if he had a year under Von Miller at least.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
a year in the making, and that's we're gonna go into your thing, but that's why I like drafting a defensive end this year. Yes, I said it. You guys that know me know drafting a defensive player in the last couple of years would piss me off, but this year,
Now hold up. Now when you said that, because I heard this, and people was like, "I'm turning in my jersey." Would it be okay if they did it in the first round?
no, I want a first rounder. First
Now,
rounder.
What if? And that's another thing that I kind of see people's point. We know we paid for our defensive line, right? We didn't really draft those guys. We paid for them. The thing that pisses me off is I can name you a bunch of teams who has a dominant pass rusher that we know is a beast. Chris Jones, your T.J. Watts, your Aiden Hutchinsons, like a guy like that.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if they took one of those guys
In the first?
in the first?
I don't think. Okay, are we keeping Daquan Jones? The reason why I asked that is because if we're keeping Daquan Jones, I think that alleviates a lot of the T.J. Watt need.
Really?
Yeah, I think if you get because I think Von Miller's going to give us another year.
Yeah.
But I also think that we can get somebody a little lower because I looked at this and we're going to go into this series. I hope aloud, not today, but over the course of the offseason, we'll talk about the draft and what's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Where we're drafting, we don't have to ask us to trade up to get one of the top tier guys in the first round. But there's a lot of guys a little later on,
that we can
the
get.
second round, third round, that will fit the bill under Von Miller. And I firmly believe Von Miller will be better than what he was this year.
He has to be because
I don't think it gets any worse than 5 tackles.
Well, not that, but I mean, just movement wise, coming from a guy with a knee that never came back.
Right.
I think from what I saw from Von as he progressed, with a full offseason, he'll be fine.
And then you figure he's got that offseason to get it in his head, like had that confidence that I can move, I can bend,
I can take a hit,
I can take a hit,
I can put weight on it. Yep.
Yep. And to me, like Von Miller, even though he's older and he's a little banged up, he still got that mentality like he want to win, he want to be great.
He ain't blinking.
Right. At his age and in his condition, he still has that.
Mm-hmm. And I saw, this is the last thing I promise. I saw something earlier today. They proposed, they surmised the Bills need to go get Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Brown?
Yes.
They said,
yes.
I don't like him.
Well, you don't have to like him. You have to like how he plays.
I was with you. But this is the thing. They proposed, and I don't know what good stuff they had in their cup or in the end of a lit piece of paper. They said we can get him for $7 to $10 million.
Yeah, based on his numbers and his injuries and stuff like that, that's kind of kept him out of football for a while. Yeah, absolutely. I think 14.8 is kind of high for him.
I think with Christian Kirk, what he got, I think somebody's going to pay $15 million for this dude.
Think so?
I think they will.
He ain't got the numbers though.
Yeah, don't need to.
The speed.
This is speed. 4.27 speed.
Speed alone.
That's coveted.
Yeah.
Only reason why I say that, why I don't like him, mine is what's the word I'm looking for? It's personal.
What do you do to you?
Because he played with
CeeDee Lamb.
my man. He played with Sedarian.
You act like CeeDee don't get off.
But here's the thing though. They was in college, they were saying, "Oh, he's way better than CeeDee Lamb." I'm like, "What? Are you watching football? Like, you watching the same football I'm watching?" Like, even though he was the number one because of the speed and he could beat everybody down, but I always knew that CeeDee was better. But anyway,
weren't you listening to what we said earlier about was cute and sexy? Right. Speed, go.
But to me, he's a one trick.
Yes.
And I don't want that in Buffalo. Like, I want somebody who can be consistent, who can do more than just because.
I can't wait to get
because
to the
listen,
draft.
If I'm playing Steve Spags or I'm playing one of those good defensive coordinators, who you got? Marquise Brown? We can shut him down, make him irrelevant in the playoffs.
we gonna put L'Jarius Sneed like 15 yards off the line.
Now, don't get me wrong, because I know how explosive that is and how you can get big plays and you can kill defenses with that. But I just want somebody like I would prefer more of a Tyreek Hill type of guy.
You don't want them to know you're going to do that with him at all times.
But can do everything else.
Can go middle, over the middle, rack yarded.
Right.
There's a guy in the watch the game tomorrow. I forgot what his name. He calls himself Mr. Yak. That's his Instagram handle.
Mr. Yak?
Mr. Yak. Ooh. And oh man, where did he go? I got it on my phone. I don't want to get too far into it, but because I'm going to do this, I really want to do it. Ace says no, but I'm going to do it from my phone or something. I don't care.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to draft coverage, boy. Because
I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely do that.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just being funny. But
speaking of draft, just real quick. I want my man Kool-Aid off rip just because of his name. Cornerback, I want him. I want him. Look, listen.
Kool-Aid
we have the Kool-Aid. They got the sauce. Let's go.
You don't know?
Snap!
You don't know about him?
Think about that.
Oh yeah, but he's going to be going before us. I think he's going in the top 12.
Dang,
14,
I was hoping he's fall like in the second.
No, you know who I want? There's a guy from Toledo. I was telling him about, but he's not coming. He's nowhere near. This guy, they said his Senior Bowl practices were like Tre'Davious White's, but what I see a guy that locks up like Mr. Gardner.
Really?
Sauce Man. And they said
I watched some highlights on the dude. He's
official.
Yeah.
He turned down bigger college with the NIL offers he got because he wanted to stay at Toledo.
Wow.
He could have went to Alabama. He could have went to the big schools, but he said, "No, I'm not doing transfer portal." So I respect that.
I respect that too.
But the problem is, I think other teams respect that too. So he ain't gonna sniff no 28, 25.
Right.
And I don't think the Bills will trade up again for another cornerback after Elam.
Yeah.
No,
They won't. They know what would happen.
Yep.
They know what would happen.
They do. Really quick before we get into the player stuff, Leslie Frazier is joining Mike McDonald on the Seahawks staff as their assistant head coach.
Is he really?
Their defense is going to be insane. They already had a good defense. They got 2 great young corners. That defense is going to be insane.
You think he's going to be the second coming of the Legion of Boom?
100%. With what Mike McDonald did with the Ravens defense, and you add on to that Leslie Frazier's mind and what he did with the Bills defense, it's hands down. Hands down, that defense is going to be top 5.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I was afraid, and everybody, why are you afraid Leslie Frazier didn't do anything? No, I was afraid Leslie Frazier was going to go somewhere we're going to have to look at him.
Yo, is Bobby Wagner still there? They still got Bobby?
He was on a 1-year deal, but he might come back. He might come back.
Well, Leslie Frazier, somebody like that, yeah. See, that's the thing you got to realize, too. People that respect people will go there.
No doubt.
They don't have no what you call though.
What?
Safeties?
No pass rusher.
They got a draft.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they got a draft.
Right. And I think they missed the playoffs this year, too, right?
Yep.
So they got at least a top 15, top 16 pick.
Yeah, but
And
their offense is good. Like they got some boys on offense.
100%.
So you put a good defense behind them, they definitely making the playoffs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They were a playoff team 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So a few pieces here and there, tweak that defense.
They were saying they got the younger version of Pete Carroll in McDonald.
Oh, snap.
they got a younger Carroll.
Hey, what you gonna do?
Right.
So you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's get to it. This is the part y'all been waiting for all show long.
Whoa. They like the stuff we heard. They like the banter amongst the fellas.
The
amigos.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay. Boz writes in real quick. 15 OC openings so far in the league. 10 were filled from outside the organizations. 2 were filled internally. Cincy and Bills, 3, nothing yet. The Bills, contrary to the rest of the league.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean by that, Boz? Contrary to the rest of the league.
Oh, by staying in house and getting
Yeah,
there.
we got both our guys in house.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they were already here. Okay.
Oh yeah, and while I looked it up while you guys were talking, I actually had information on who Marcus West was and what he did before us. I'm not trying to hijack the thing, but I guess people need to know. He actually was here since 22 as the assistant defensive line coach. Before that, he was the assistant head coach and co-defensive coordinator, defensive line coach at UNC Charlotte. So he has a pedigree about him. I don't know how old he is, but he looks like he's somewhere in our range somewhere. Yeah. So he has assistant head coaching background, defensive coordinator background, and defensive line background. So would say welcome, but he was already here. Never heard of him.
Okay. Well, welcome to the forefront.
Welcome to now we know your name. All right.
Exactly. All right. So how are we doing? What's the structure? Are we going 1-1-1? Are we going?
Well, we can. Let's go by position.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Key. Let's go by position.
I love it. All right. So
quarterback easy.
But now we got to have a backup though.
We don't have one. We got Shane Bussell.
Over Kyle?
He's not here. Kyle's gone. That was a 1-year contract.
Yeah, he's on a 1-year contract.
He gone, baby. He gone.
That mean we can't re-sign him?
I mean,
why would you do that?
Yeah,
because it's Kyle Allen. It's baby Allen.
He was older Allen, actually.
Baby Allen.
What do they call him? They called him
no, more like Bizarro Allen.
They call him the Family Dollar version of Allen.
That's right. He is a Family Dollar version.
The Family Dollar version.
Family Dollar Allen.
The budget Allen.
Oh snap!
Old FD Allen.
All right. So Josh and Shane for quarterback.
You okay? So
running back,
I mean,
bro. Honestly, Darrington Evans could go. Damian could go.
Well, Damian's gone. Damian's a 1-year deal too.
What
We got
position are on now?
Naheem, James Cook, and Darrington for next year.
So we're on running back.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling with James. Everybody, we can get somebody else in there.
I'm rolling with James.
I'm rolling with James. I don't know about y'all. How y'all feel?
I
Okay,
gotta
so
be honest.
let me add this component to this thing here. Let's do this. Hey, you go ahead talk.
I like Ty Johnson.
Do you?
I do. I think he's a cheaper version of Damian Harris. I don't need Damian Harris back here. I don't. It's too injury prone. Yeah. I like Ty Johnson's size. I like his speed and I like his power. And I think he's probably the best bang for the buck and somebody that I wouldn't mind keeping behind James Cook.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
He definitely grew on me too.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I think, when we had Leonard Fournette here, Leonard Fournette was a guy that I think some people might have been like, let him start ahead of Cook. You know what I mean? He's playoff Lenny. Let him, let him get the first down burns and all that. Like, James Cook has to be the starter.
Yeah.
You drafted the kid in the second round. Right. You don't do that for a guy that you're just going to conditionally put on the field.
Especially at running back with the age of the running backs now. Like,
That's
you don't
what I'm
take them
saying.
that high and not start them.
Right. The one that you're going to give all the goal line runs to anyway.
Right. So anybody else that I have access to at running back right now that's going to come in, like even if I was to go get A.J. Dillon might push for more carries from James Cook because he's a bigger back and he might look better in Buffalo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if there's a guy that I think can comfortably stay behind James Cook and just be a backup, it's a guy like Ty Johnson. So
how about we add this caveat to this exercise?
So we got James and Ty.
Let's add this caveat to the exercise. How about we're gonna if we get rid of guys, we'll try to see if we would rather replace them in free agency. I'll read out. We won't take the top two, the top three. Anybody lower than the top three in the free agency pool of 2024, we can choose. We'll say the next five. So we'll say 3 through 10.
Yeah.
Wait, so we can't choose the top three?
No, because you're gonna say, oh yeah, Derek, because we have no salary cap. I got to make this right.
Oh, come on! You found some way to put salary cap into the situation.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, fine,
I like
fine.
that. I like that though.
Yeah, because everybody's like, oh, look at this.
I would have liked it better if you would explain it like 9 times out of 10 we don't get the number 1,
Watch
2,
this.
and
No,
3
watch
guy.
this. Watch
We
this.
always get the 4, 5, 6 guy. Just stay with the
watch
Bills
this.
communication.
Because
Use
like,
words
okay,
that we use.
No. You be like, okay, we have one quarterback. Let's do it. Kirk Cousins our backup. Oh yeah, we only got one running back.
No,
okay,
nobody
Derrick
would
Henry
say
and Josh
that.
Jacobs it is.
Nobody
Okay. Like, wow, we got a hell of an offense.
No. You cannot use the extreme to excuse what you just did.
All right, fine. We'll play case by case. Because nobody's taking a fullback, I don't think. So we're good there.
Listen,
So
I think we could get rid of the fullback. Like, no disrespect to Reggie, but we could use another skill position at that. Slot.
Right, just put a
Fullback
tight
in the air
end
Coryell.
back there and have him block. Like,
No,
who cares?
No, we're going to put a fullback in the air.
Put David
Coryell.
Andrews back there to play fullback.
Like, how many
who
teams
cares?
actually have fullbacks?
Well, you know what's funny about that? What flies in the face of that?
I mean, San Fran still has one.
No, Reggie Gilliam is actually a tight end. That's what he's supposed to be. He was a tight. They only moved him to H-back. He's not a fullback.
But he's not quick enough as a 6'2" tight end to be out there catching passes.
He catches the ball out of the backfield. They make him not move tight end. That's why they put him there. And he could block. That's why they did that.
We don't need an H-back on this team. There's no space.
Dawson Knox, you don't listen to this man. Blasphemy, Dawson Knox. You are our new H-back. Okay, so we're getting rid of Shane Bussell.
Really quick, Boz writes in, I won't say his name, but the guy that claps on the sideline refuses to break the Carolina connection and look elsewhere. Listen, I don't mind. I don't mind going that route, Boz. If we want to just call, if we just want to go the Harry Potter route and say "He who shall not be named," I'm totally fine with that.
The man with hat.
The man with clap.
Right.
Wait, so you're getting rid of Shane? You keeping Baby Allen?
Nah, he gone.
Or you get
His contract is over with.
Okay, let me ask you this: How we doing? Okay, so are we going to? Because we can do that.
Yeah.
I don't want Allen, so we're not doing a quarterback. But are we going to say we want to re-sign somebody? Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah, we would have to say we're going to resign.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because the way I interpret it, I mean, I can do it easily, but the way I interpret it, we were just going to go based on what it was for next year.
Yeah, like my assumption is that everybody whose contract is up this year is gone.
Yeah. So
if we want to bring him back, then we have to say we want to bring him back.
For example, because
cool.
on my list, I definitely got Daquan Jones here.
Okay.
They gonna figure out how to bring it back. I don't care what they do, but they gonna figure it out.
I'm in support of that. All right. So at quarterback, we got we'll say Kirk Cousins. We got Ryan Tannehill, Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, Sam Darnold, Jameis Winston, Drew Lock, or Baker Mayfield. Any of those guys?
I want Winston.
You want Jameis?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You want Winston?
I want Winston.
How that W taste?
Don't none of my Buffalo Bills better be sucking on their fingers in a pregame speech. Ever in his life.
He had wing sauce on him.
Yo,
That's marketable. That's mad marketable.
the man gonna be sitting there making his eyes water with his own speech. Like,
Wrong pipe. Hold on.
sorry guys. Go Bills. 1, 2, 3. I want Sam Darnold.
You want some Sam?
I think he might.
No,
be
you're not getting Sam Darnold because you wanted him when he drafted. No,
I wanted him when he left Carolina. I think he should be the backup. Him and Josh are already cool. I think they're still friends. And
Who's Josh not cool with?
About to say
he's not cool with Kirk Cousins.
No.
Ooh,
What? They're actually mortal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Kirk Cousins, Christian guy.
We got one.
He's like the nicest quarterback ever.
It would be hilarious if Kirk Cousins had a mortal enemy in the
they
NFL.
beefing, right? Him and Josh are beefing.
What are they fighting over? Josh is atheist.
Yeah, I think he want Jameis.
I want Jameis.
You want Sam Darnold.
Who you want, Key?
Whew.
Drew Lock.
I honestly, weirdly enough, I think I actually would do Sam Darnold.
Yes! Yes!
After I just
You want
said,
check down Darnold over my man Famous Jameis? Famous Jameis.
This is the happiest day of my life.
I don't know how to feel right now. Me and A agree. I don't know how to feel.
Oh my gosh. I would just like to take this moment to thank my mama.
I didn't
Giving
expect this
birth to
moment.
me.
I didn't expect this moment. Oh, God. Okay. Huh. I wasn't prepared.
Right. I would like to accept this honor on behalf of everybody that supported me.
Man.
Okay, so we're going to running back now. Running
All right,
back.
who we got?
So we established we're going to get rid of everybody with
Yep.
James Cook. Darrington, you're going. See, that's the part that pissed me off about the futures contracts. He didn't make the practice squad.
You got potential, Keyshawn.
He's like 27. He didn't make the practice squad. We cut you and said, you know what? You're in our future. You can come back. You weren't in our past. You weren't in our present. Why are you in my future? We saw you.
We just don't want them going to play another sport or going on another team's
Got to be
futures.
what it is. That's got to be
You
what it
can't be
is.
part of somebody else's future. You have to be. You just stick around.
We're just
Stick
blocking
around.
him because he's the Bills killer. So we said Ty Jones. We got to find another running back. So running back wise, we have Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, Austin Eckler, Cordell Patterson, which I still don't know why he's a running back.
Why?
It looks weird.
Because he can't play receiver.
He doesn't even wear a running back number. He's like 81 carrying a pill. What's that about? That's weird. Gus Edwards.
You might as well
Ezekiel
just
Elliott.
scroll down. Ain't none
Oh,
of these
wait.
dudes coming in.
Devin Singletary is back.
No, I said scroll down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. DeAndre Swift.
I want Clyde.
You want Edwards?
Really?
I want Clyde. Out of that list, I'll take Clyde.
You hate me, don't you?
Why?
Why?
Yeah,
why?
why?
Why I hate you?
Because I hate Devin Singletary. Well, I don't hate him as a person, but if I ever see anybody resembling him in our offense again,
Yo, if I see another 5'6" running back in this house,
I want Clyde because,
not another one.
for one, he came from the Chiefs, and every time that dude play, he plays with a purpose. Like for me, when I see running backs, and you say they lost a step, he still hit the hole with juice. He still can he can catch, he can hit. Like, I like him. I like his production.
Yeah, he's 25, so yeah, he still got the. But the thing is, I mean, he doesn't have much tread on his tires, or he has a lot of tread left on his tires, rather.
Yeah.
So
Who else we got? Scroll down.
No, we in the bargain bin now. Okay, you thinking about bargain bin now? Bargain bin now.
I thought that was it when you said DeAndre Swift was the last.
Well, he want to keep going. I say DeAndre Swift, but he hasn't seen anybody strikes his fancy yet, so we got to keep on sliding.
Of course we got.
So I would like.
He's like, nah.
I would like I suppose you can get away with that. So I either want Deontay Foreman or Cam Akers, and I think if I had to choose of the two, I might go with Cam Akers because he's younger. But Cam Akers is he's a good combo back. He's got good speed, but he can also break tackles. He's got decent hands. Excuse me. The only thing I don't like about him is he's been pretty injury prone throughout his career so far.
He's got a little bit of ego too, doesn't he?
Maybe, but I'm fine with that. I actually don't mind guys with egos because those are the guys that are hungry to prove it. Yeah. So if he's willing to come in and be, that power back or I mean it's basically the Ty Johnson role in my mind. You just come in and be the level of power that James Cook can't be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be perfectly honest, I would be happier if James Cook came back 10 pounds heavier next year. If he loses, a second, like a tenth of a second off of his 40 time, I'm cool with that too.
A tenth of a second? Wow. You want this man to be, wow.
What, he
ran
ran
100th of a second?
Yeah, 100th.
I'm gonna say, yo, you want him a 4.32? I do too. Like, yo, let him roll.
No, I mean like
if
he's a little bit slower,
yeah,
because he put the weight.
Oh,
on.
if he goes to 4, oh man, you on a 4 or 5? I don't know. I'd be like, yo, Jane, you looking a little husky there, boy.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I just to me in my mind, if and this is. I don't want to get back to the bell cow back conversation, but if I got a guy that can do all of it, and I don't need to worry about having to have a great backup, to me that's more bang for my buck. You know what I'm saying? But if I got to worry about, well, James Cook, you got to come off because we're at the 2-yard line. All right, Deontay Foreman, get out there.
I ain't worried about it.
Latavius Murray, get out there.
He's gonna get a ball to Josh. He's gonna get another 16 touchdowns. I'm like,
yeah, you got that too.
I mean, but yeah, you're right. I think. We said Ty Johnson, DeAndre Swift, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but you're saying you want to change Ty Johnson to Cam Akers?
Yeah, because I thought A.J. Dillon would be on this list, but I gotta go with Cam Akers.
Man,
Didn't you say you wanted J.K. Dobbins?
I didn't want him.
He is the rubber man.
Why didn't I?
He can't stay healthy at all.
No, I didn't want him. I think what I said was in that offense with the new offensive coordinator they had with Monken, I thought he was going to be a crucial part they had. I wouldn't have minded, if we had to at a real good price. But no, it wasn't somebody I needed to have. DeAndre Swift, on the other hand, that's a proven commodity that can spell.
I can't trust him, man.
Why you don't trust DeAndre?
I can't trust DeAndre.
Injury?
I just can't. So another reason why I want Clyde. He's been in the playoffs. He's been in the Super Bowl. I could trust that dude in the crucial moments.
If that's the case, then just sign Kareem Hunt. Man. He got a ring.
He kind of took a step back though when he went to the Cleveland.
Listen, he's coming in to play backup. Yeah, I'm cool with him not being the way he used to be. I guess what I don't want is a guy that's gonna come in here and really look like he can compete for the number one job with James Cook. I just want a guy that comes in and knows he's the backup, and we ain't got to worry about no controversy. We ain't got to worry about no egos getting in the way. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire at his age
still want to be that dude.
He's still gonna want to be that dude. And on top of that, his skill set is similar to Cook's. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I still got my Madden hat on. So when I play franchise, like, I'm always worried about injuries. Mm-hmm. So if Cook is not available, boom, I got Clyde, who's like he said, who would do the exact same thing. But he's got the experience. He's proven in the league. He do it before playoff Super Bowls. Like, that's why I picked Clyde. I see what A's saying. He want the contrast running backs. Right. You do this. You do this. He's the guy. You just come in. You just do your role.
Well, see, the good thing about this is we can have two of them. My thinking when I say DeAndre is, where did he go to college? Georgia. He went to the same school. Yeah, he went to the same school as James Cook. Pretty much the same program.
I see what you're saying.
Same scheme.
Yeah.
So they're kind of synonymous. And DeAndre Swift is fast.
He is.
So
and he's bigger than Cook.
Yeah. So I mean, he's young enough where you could still work on some things. You could, they could tweet together, and they have that background
But after
together.
the year Swift had last year, never mind. Sorry.
What?
I
He's
was
gonna make
just-
money. He's gonna make some money. Ha! Hey!
Ain't no Pepsi up in here right now.
Nope.
None.
Just this polar seltzer.
little bling on the cheese. All right. So we got our running backs, right?
Yep, we
What-
got our
what are we
running
going
backs.
with?
We got wide receiver now. Stephon Diggs.
Gone.
Really?
I don't see him being on the team, dude.
Damn.
You
he said
think
that
he gonna
was.
get traded?
No, I think
He said that
gonna,
with his
I think
chest.
either he's gonna want out or he's gonna want to play on a different team.
Well, in 24, I don't think he has any shot at what he wants, because what he wants is the team has to absorb $27 million, so they gotta want to do it.
But what if they restructure him? If they restructure him first and then they still
Because
can't,
it kind of gets your cap.
Or could the other team pick up the bill?
they could.
See that.
But we wouldn't.
But another team picking up a $27 million bill.
We wouldn't get anything back for
Right.
him if that was the case.
Will we get a what's it called?
Compensatory?
Compensatory.
That's over already. So yeah, we have what we got.
So we'd be looking at what, a third or fourth round pick for taking on that kind of cap hit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would like to keep Diggs. I just don't think that he wants to be here anymore.
Oh, I'm not arguing. I'm not saying you're insane, but I mean, I'm saying you're insane. No,
Oh, man.
no, seriously, I didn't expect that. I mean, you said that with such. I don't know. I was just shocked.
I don't know, man. Like they interviewed him at the skills game at the Pro Bowl, and he kind of left it open. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna put the horse before the carriage, but
He
to
already
me,
did,
it
yeah.
sounded like he's looking at other options.
Yeah, I mean, think about him. He does that every year. Like, he deletes his Instagram every
Yep.
year. He wipes his stuff. So that's why every year, everybody's like, "Oh, he's going." This is no.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. He
so-
kind of shuts everybody off.
Yeah, he does that. He likes doing that.
Yeah.
He's got that's his thing.
I just think we are so scarred from receivers like him never wanting to come here because we've never had a quarterback like this before. You know what I'm saying? And I think, to some degree, Diggs has to know, like, who am I going to go play with if I leave here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
lot
with
of
the
options.
second best, if not the best quarterback in the league. Who else am I going to go play with?
There's not a lot of options.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody, the people that can afford me don't have a quarterback
Sam
like
Howell
Josh
can play
Allen.
with me.
Huh?
That would be crazy though. I just thought about it.
What?
Washington can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington can do it.
Oh yeah, they got money.
And where's he from? Maryland.
Yeah.
It's next to where he grew up. He grew up right down the street from the
But he
stadium.
gonna have to play against his brother twice a year.
He'd be home though.
His brother won him in Dallas. Bad.
Right.
But he'd be home though. And he's a
He
big
would-
home
he
dude.
would be home.
He's a big home dude. Like, he stayed in Maryland and lost 4 rounds in his draft because he wanted to stay home.
Yeah.
And his brother's gonna be on the outs in Dallas, so I'm sure. I'm thinking he's on the outs soon.
Really?
The way he's talking, and I think his contract comes up in the next couple of years, a year or two, isn't it? He didn't sign anything, did he?
Everybody's saying what he's saying now, especially about Dak. Like,
Well, yeah,
everybody
but-
coming at his neck.
Yeah, but Uncle Shay would tell you don't never talk about your quarterback like that.
Listen,
Come on,
when
come on.
your quarterback is Dak,
Trayvon,
can say what you
come
wanna
on now,
say.
come on, Trayvon.
want to say.
So all right, so we'll just keep him for
No,
now.
I mean,
Or-
I Deontay Hardy right now would be our top.
So I would say, so me, I would say, let's Dig staying, Tupac staying,
Yep, I'll fight you over that one.
and give me. You might fight me on this one, but
Probably not.
I still want.
No, don't do it.
I want Justin Shorter.
Oh,
I want to see what he can do first
I thought you
before I release him.
I'm willing. Yeah, I'll allow that.
No, I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna say something else.
No, everybody else like
I thought he was gonna say
Isabella,
Isabella. Oh, he was about to come across. the table.
Shavers. No, Brian Thompson. I don't know if he's on the team, but no.
Fam, can I say it again? Why did Savers and Thompson have futures contracts? They've been our practice squad for 3 years.
Bro, you
We've seen enough.
gotta let that ride.
No,
man.
we've seen enough.
You gotta let that ride.
Oh, KJ Hamler.
He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get an injury settlement.
So,
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
So I'm looking at Diggs, Tupac, and Shorter.
So you're getting.
So
rid
we're gonna
of,
need what, 5?
You're getting rid of Well,
Or 4?
they kept 8. So you're getting rid of Hardy, right?
Yep.
Okay, Hardy's going. And actually, even with salary cut, that makes sense. Hamler gone.
Yep. Playoff gone.
And these last 3, let's not even talk about them. You're gone. Just like that Simpsons episode. Who's Tyrell Savers? Oh, he's cut. Brian Thompson? That sounds like a cuttable guy. Isabella, who is that?
You cut him too.
You already cut me. Well, you're cut again.
He's like, and the rest of you made it. Oh, wait, Deontay Hardy, you still here? You're cut too. All right, so now we have the daunting task of finding 5 receivers, and I do not want to hear Mike Evans, Curtis Samuel. Actually, this isn't even an impressive list, so we could do whatever we want with it.
I still want to. I would like to. In perfect world, I would draft 2.
Yeah.
So that would put us to 3. We got to find 3 free.
Troy Franklin.
They would never. The Bills would never draft 2 receivers
and play them.
and play them in the same season.
Now, they've done it 2 other times, but they
did draft them, but
twice, yeah.
playing them.
They
but
didn't play 'em.
they might be desperate now.
Nah, not desperate enough.
You don't think so?
Like
They'd be desperate enough?
Sean never ever wants to appear desperate, never. And I think they are going to do everything that they can to make moves that they feel confident in, and they're going to just exude this overwhelming amount of confidence in the players that they have on the team. And these are going to be players that anybody else can look at and be like, y'all going to have to work so hard this season to get wins. And they just going to be like, nope, we comfortable, we confident, and we riding with all of these guys that we signed. We got a team full of Trent Sherfields, and we love them.
Yo. Yo.
Why?
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
But yeah, I mean, if they draft 2 receivers and play them in the same season, man.
Troy Franklin, book it. We're gonna talk about that later, though.
Okay.
I can't wait. And Mr. Yak, I can't wait.
So let's do this. Let's
Yeah.
scroll down a little bit.
It's getting bad. Okay, I'm gonna read them.
You see that? Okay.
We got Mike Evans,
Oh, okay.
Odell Beckham, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Cedric Wilson, Kendrick Bourne, DJ Shark, Jamal Agnew, Paris Campbell, Miko Hardman, Braxton Berrios, the savior in Miami, Jakeem Grant. Wow, he was good like 4 years ago. Aguilar, Josh Reynolds, Randall Cobb, Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
I like 3 of those.
Who you got?
Tyler Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the last dude you said? Oh, give me Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
And did you say Josh
Reynolds?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. From the Lions?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, give me him.
Really? Did you see his hands in that championship game?
In the championship game, but the rest of the
All he
season,
had was wrists.
The rest of the season he was good. He was good.
I defer to you guys. I was sitting in front of the TV watching it, but I didn't comprehend any of it. I didn't see any red, white, and blue. I was like, screw this. I saw none of this.
Matthew Slater is 38.
I saw, yeah.
If I had to say this, I would say, man, we have a geriatric freaking wide receiver room again, though. This is ugly. Because Kendrick Bourne, he's what, 28? Yeah, he's 28.
Mm-hmm.
Marquise Brown is 27. Calvin Ridley's 29.
Mm-hmm.
And Calvin Ridley and Marquise Brown are the 2 on this list. I'm like, okay. Because we're doing the air raid.
Right.
Okay. Noah Brown.
I want really because he's a big body. Same with Tyler Boyd. Like, give me them 2 big boys.
Yeah.
And then I like Reynolds because minus the playoff game, he was balling all season.
Who else? Scroll down.
Van Jefferson. Nope. Claypool. Goodwin. Marquise Goodwin. Trent Sherfield. LaVisca Chenault. Ray McLeod. Congratulations for still being in the league.
I might take a run at LaVisca.
Now, he's always hurt, though.
Is he? Yeah.
He's always like a nagging, like soft tissue thing with him.
Yeah.
Laquan Treadwell. He's what? Oh, he's only 28. Mm-hmm. Devin DuVernay is only 26 somehow. Miles Boykin. Wait. Miles Boykin. Oh, I thought he just got drafted. Jalen Rieger. Gunnar Olszewski. River Craycraft. I thought he was a tight end. Whatever. It's over with. You got to pay. It's getting bleaker and bleaker as we go.
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis, you want to bring him back?
Playoff Gizzle.
No.
Neither.
Not ever, never.
If you just said that, I just probably logged off.
Damn, it's tough.
Logged off. Yeah, so is there anybody that you guys like on there?
Marquise Brown.
I like 3.
I said Marquise Brown. I said Calvin.
Okay, so Calvin made it. He made the cut.
Calvin.
Y'all don't want Tyler Boyd?
Nah, he's not a number 2. He's a slot, and we already have a slot.
Yeah, I don't want Khalil Shakir out the field.
But he's a big body. You don't think he can play outside at all?
He might be able to.
It won't be great though. Not how he's an older guy. You know what I'm saying? And you know at about to be 30 years old. I mean, yeah. If you can get a hold of Curtis Samuel or Hollywood Brown, I think I would rather have Curtis Samuel because I think he's a little bit better of a route runner. And
I was saying, you see my screen.
Yeah.
I was just looking at him.
And he's played in Joe Brady's system already. So I think that might actually be a guy that they like. That might be the splash that they make if they can get Curtis Samuel on the team.
But ain't he little? He little.
He's what, 5'10"?
Hold on a second.
Yeah. I thought I would never be saying this, but I want them big boys, man.
Yeah, but for Carolina, he was super productive.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah, he was
He was even productive.
He's almost 6 feet, 200.
He was even productive.
200 pounds?
195.
That's a good size.
He was
195.
He was even productive with
Washington.
Washington, right.
But I mean, he's good, but I just prefer bigger guys because I feel like all our other guys are small.
Right.
I agree with that. I think that goes back to the point that that made me ask the question, should the Bills consider trading for a guy like DK Metcalf? Because I'm with you. Like I really want that guy that is playing the number 1 position that like in some way, shape, or form, he can either jump over the guy, he can box the guy out, he can body the guy. Like that's what Travis Kelce is for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like he's always got at least one way that he can beat any team. Right? It's either with his speed, his route running, he's bigger than everybody else and they can't check him. He's stronger than everybody else they can't. Like, in some way, shape, or form, nobody can shut Kelce down, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want a guy like that. I think what I'm looking at when I'm considering the receivers for the team is we need a speed guy no matter what. Mm-hmm. And it can't just be Khalil Shakir because he's a slot guy, right?
Yeah. And so, he's going to be a route technician too.
You need some outside speed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, and the other thing too is even if Diggs just becomes that, underneath guy, that technician underneath, and you run Shakir through the slot running those deep routes, and Samuel from the Y running those deep routes. To me, I think that still makes that Air Coryell work because you're essentially switching Diggs out, or you're switching the routes that he runs for the routes that Shakir runs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Shakir technically already ran a lot of those deeper routes from the slot position.
Right.
So that would be right in his wheelhouse. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the reason why he blew up in Joe Brady's offense. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think I would prefer Curtis Samuel, and I know he's in the top 3. But, okay.
I've scrapped it. We haven't gone ballistic with it, so it's fine. you just started naming all Josh Jacobs, and I'm like, nah, kabosh. Nope.
Give me Derrick Henry.
Right. Start over.
We are not building an all Madden team, okay? Keep it realistic.
We're not doing mutt. Y'all killing me here. No.
All right, so we got
Ridley for sure. I got Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Josh Reynolds, Curtis Samuel. Who'd I miss?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Boz said KJ Osborne. Would y'all take him?
Yo,
from Minnesota.
From UB, you mean?
Minnesota.
From UB.
From Minnesota? Why you said Minnesota?
So it's
really?
It was Addison, Jefferson, my man Osborne.
KJ Osborne. I don't think I forgot him because I don't think there's a world where Minnesota just says, you know what, you're not going back.
I mean, they are going to need somebody to play number 2 receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, because Addison's number 2 now.
But is he a slider? They use him outside.
No, he's
outside.
He's outside.
Okay. Yeah. So you got Justin Jettas, you got
Addison, and then you got
KJ's like the.
He's like that quasi slot because well, that's the thing about him, and I'm only gonna go on UB only because, but we had Anthony Johnson. Anybody that's UB fan knows this dude blew up in the nation. Yep. Anthony Johnson was all over everything because all he did was he was like Gabe Davis, but better. Yep. He was like 4 touchdown guy, 3 touchdown guy. Anytime 200 yards a game, ridiculous. Didn't even get drafted. This guy, KJ Osborne, to me was always a better wide receiver because he played inside, outside, was a better route runner, had the same speed. He was smaller.
So that's my Marquise Brown versus CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Same team, but Lamb did everything.
Yep.
Brown just ran go routes. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
So KJ Osborne to me, and I thought about it. I was like, he's not getting us. So I just put him on my mind. So yeah, he's on the list too. Did I miss anybody? Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Josh Reynolds, Curtis Samuel, KJ Osborne. Anybody say something? What was another?
I think that's good.
Because I'm not even going to just limit it. Anybody, anything you say, anybody on that comment says, I'm going to put it on this list. And if we come back next show, if we don't have time today, we'll trim the fat and try to get it to work.
Just so you know, all these guys are coming to training camp.
All of them.
All
on futures contracts.
On futures
just to mess with them, right? Because the cap implications alone. Keyshawn will just pass out.
I've already come to grips with how this show was going to go. So
he'll pass out and develop a hernia all in the same moment.
The fall caused my belly button to snap.
So we go with White House now.
Yeah, I think so. We all named 3, so that's kind of what we're trying to fill.
Cool.
Tight ends. We got off the muscle. The DKs are staying.
Yeah, DKs are staying in. Trent McKitty. You interested or Trey McKitty? Wait, you know about this dude?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him, but I would rather have that guy that they got rid of.
Quentin Morris.
He's not here next year. He's under contract.
I would rather have Morris.
What's the guy that we had? Joel. He was a blonde-haired tight end. I thought he actually was pretty decent, and then they cut him. And they had him on the practice squad, and they cut him again. I forgot his freaking name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like number 48. But I thought he would be on this list, and I thought he was be called up when Dawson Knox got hurt. But at any rate, we have Hunter Henry, Dalton Schultz, Gerald Everett, Mike Gesicki, Noah Fant, Austin Hooper, Robert Tunyon, Mercedes Lewis, the only player older than me right now. Irv Smith, Jeff Swain, Ross Dwelly. And we're only replacing one? So do we need to go any further?
Am I allowed to replace Knox?
No, you can't get rid of DK.
If you want to get rid of Knox, I will immediately resign him.
I just want to live in a world where my tight ends don't have to block. I just want to live in that world. I want to live in the Dalton Schultz world. I want to live in the world where I can have Dalton Kincaid and Noah Fant on my team.
We can't have two Daltons.
Destroy linebackers.
We can't have two Daltons. That's way too confusing for me. I can't even say Dalton Knox and Dalton Kincaid. You got
DS and DK.
But Dalton and Dalton. Which Dalton?
No,
I don't know.
You just say DS and DK.
We got Duke. We got Schultz.
I suppose.
Anyway, you know what?
Out of that list, though, his name jumped out to me too.
Schultz? Yeah. Me too, but I'm not going to give it to him because he said it. We've already agreed once.
Listen, y'all can have. I want to be honest. I want Noah Fant.
You want Noah Fant?
I want Noah Fant.
I like Fant out of college.
The speed alone is salivating for me. Like
my only issue with him. Beast. My only issue with him because I used to pick him in my fantasy all the time. I think he's lazy.
Who, Fant?
Yeah.
I had Dalton Schultz.
I think he's lazy. But to your point, he will be a dynamic weapon.
Yeah, he's like the tight end, but he's
Air
not a tight end.
Yeah. In the Air Coryell, you got Dalton Kincaid catching passes, and Fant is your number 2 tight end out there. Like, you don't even need Fant to get that many catches. No. But if the man can catch 2 passes a game for 40 yards, like after the catch,
all right. So if you're cutting Dawson Knox, who else you want from this list? Because you cut 2. Me and Mel only cut 1.
I cut 2.
Yeah. Well, you cut.
I just cut Knox.
Well, you keep McKitty?
We all cut.
Oh, you keep McKitty then?
We all cut.
Wait, McKitty's on the team already?
McKitty's on the futures contract, and so is Zach Davidson.
You can cut both of them.
Yeah.
You can cut both of them dudes.
You're gone.
Cut to the chase. Y'all going?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got one more tight end you got to pick.
I like.
The way you saying I like means you don't really like him. I've got to like somebody.
Or he's one of the top tier guys.
Right.
No. I like Irv Smith.
Okay. Yeah. You know.
I like Irv Smith
from Minnesota, right?
Well, he played with Cincinnati, but from Minnesota. Yeah. I like Irv Smith.
I gotta pause that. Didn't he go to Alabama? Okay, no.
Come on, you can't knock him for that.
Fun fact. You said Alabama.
Oh Lord.
Do you know there have not been an Alabama player to have scored in the Super Bowl like
13?
in the last
Years?
10 or 13 years. Real talk. Isn't that
This
crazy?
thing is getting worse and worse and worse. Oh my gosh.
And
We've had this conversation 13 times now.
right?
We just-
Haters will say, well, Jalen Hurts, but he got drafted from Oklahoma, not Alabama.
did.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Oklahoma.
That's true.
So Alabama has a streak. They have no touchdowns. And on the KC and San Francisco roster, there are no Alabama players. So that streak will continue.
Wow.
They have not scored in the Super
Yo,
Bowl.
Melmo's had a day off. He came up with some facts today.
Man, I love it. Like if this is what a day off produces, we need to give him more.
Yeah.
Man.
I know how Key loved Alabama players. Bama, roll tide.
Yeah,
Roll Tide.
Yeah, you know how I love Alabama players. Yep.
All right.
And let's,
So we good on tight ends?
Did you pick? Oh yeah, so you got Irv and Schultz.
And
Irv
both
Smith's
of those
come back.
guys are probably going to be very inexpensive. Irv Smith and Fant have dealt with decent amount of injuries. Irv Smith more so, but neither one of them has had number one tight end production and barely even number two tight end production.
Right.
It's just their
I
athleticism.
mean, it's
that
Dawson
keeps
Knox
getting
show
jobs.
anyway, so.
Huh?
I mean, not Dawson Knox.
It's
Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
That's why I say, but like if you could run 3 tight end sets with them boys, and actually have them be threats in that formation to catch a pass like that, I would take that all day long, man.
So tackle, how you guys want to do this? Because it's not a time thing, but it's kind of confusing because it's broken up into swing tackles, left tackles, right tackles. You just want to do a totality thing, or you want to go individually with the tackles?
Just tackles.
Totality.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, Deion Dawkins, Tommy Doyle.
So you got Denmark, Garage.
We got Vandermark, Garage, Alec Anderson, Spencer Brown.
I'm only keeping. Give me Brown. I guess for one more year I will keep Dion, but he's really aggravating me that sometimes. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he aggravates me.
I would love to keep Tommy Doyle only because if he was staying healthy, we could put him in inside and outside.
Yeah.
He can play 4 positions. So I mean, for me, I do those, but I can see a world where obviously with the injury history now with the ACLs and all that nonsense, he's not going to make the squad or be ready.
You want to keep Anderson just because he's the youngest guy?
Nah, not too worried about Alec Anderson. Not too worried about
youngest
Alec.
tackle. What about you, A? Same guys or no?
The tackles?
Yeah, would you keep pretty much Spencer and Dion?
I think I would wise up and force.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to make it easier to find them because this is crazy.
Okay.
Just for you.
Let me see. I would force Deion Dawkins to play guard.
Really?
Yep. I think that's his more natural position anyway. And if he's a slightly above average left tackle, that means he might be a all-pro level guard.
So I guess you're for McGovern, not
McGovern?
not Osiris.
Yeah, McGovern's out.
Okay.
I'm cutting McGovern. McGovern's out for
we
me.
just cut to the chase on the guard. We ain't even get the guards yet. We gonna cut. him.
That's fine.
He just cut. He just cut before we even got a
He's
chance
cut
to get his
before
playbook.
we even
like,
get the guards. He's cut.
like, why you coming in the door? He was going to go to the door. His badge don't work. Wipe it off.
Security. What's going on?
What's going on? He like, ha ha. The Notewood man ain't come see you yet, huh? Notewood man was supposed to come through you about 8:00, but
Man.
so yeah. So we'll say.
So we gotta replace what? 3, 4?
Yeah. 'Cause I honestly would keep Garage.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Richard Garage. Man, why am I doing that? I'm
Who's
stupid.
Garage?
The left tackle that was on the practice squad last year. He came out.
Oh, that's right. I heard.
From
I liked him.
Florida. Yo,
Yeah.
didn't he play on the same team with Cyrus?
He might have. Yeah, he came from Florida. Yep.
Same team, right?
Yep. So okay, I got it looking better now. So we gotta do Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, Tommy Doyle, Ryan Vandermark, Alec Anderson, Richard Garage. So we're getting rid of Alec Anderson, correct?
I mean, he's the youngest one, but yeah.
Mel said that begrudgingly. And I'm thinking we're gonna get rid of Tommy Doyle,
Yep.
Vandermark. We're keeping.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll keep Vandermark?
I would. He's a good swing.
Swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking at Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, Ryan Vandermark, and Garage.
I think we let Garage take a shot at left tackle. To be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
what I
that's
would
his more natural position anyway.
Yep.
So
And I don't see anybody else in free agency that I love. I mean, I might give Josh Jones a chance.
Left tackle is that's Josh's back though. You gotta protect Josh, man.
well, Garage is athletic.
Is he?
He's athletic. So yeah,
Because like Deion, like
He's not
another
athletic.
thing, like his body style, he just look weird to me, man. Like he's not athletic. He's not.
That's
strong.
what I'm
is
saying.
he?
Like he's just right. He's just big.
He's like the Jokic, like
yes,
he's
yes,
like Jokic of the,
yes.
the
much,
left
yeah.
tackle.
I'll give you that,
yes. And it shows because the second he plays against an elite athletic talent, he struggles. Like that playoff game came down to one play, and it was Chris Jones bull rushing him into his own quarterback.
Right in there, yeah.
and we've been waiting for him to get speed rushed on a lot. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for it. Just the
Yeah.
way he sets up and the way he plants and anchors. I'm waiting for somebody to hit him with an inside move and just leave him out there on the island.
Yep. Yep.
The fact that it hasn't happened yet is a testament to him. I'll give him that.
Well, I think that's more so a testament to Josh. Like Josh Allen has protected Deion Dawkins from a
Yeah.
lot of things throughout his career, and Josh is really the reason why Deion Dawkins has the money he has.
But player football focus, they keep rating this dude like he's the dude.
Yeah, because
Christina agrees with that day off. What you do to the woman on your day off, man? It's like, yo, I need that day off, man.
gotta have it. So yeah, no. So we got Tyron Smith, we got Andrews Pete, we got Dwayne Brown, we got Trent Brown, Jonah Williams, Yash Neiman, Cornelius Lucas, James Hurst, George Fant, Jermaine Luanor, Donovan Smith, and Oli Udo.
What about Brown?
Trenton Brown,
Hold on, you said two Browns. Who's the first one?
Dwayne. He's 39, almost 39.
No, yeah, Trent. How old is he?
Which one, Trenton? 30. He's from New England.
Yeah,
Who?
remember him?
Trenton Brown.
Trevor. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
From New England. I would take him.
Okay. I don't see anybody on there.
I want Josh Jones.
Who's that?
Left tackle, played with the Texans. You got to scroll down.
How old is he?
He is 27.
Yes, I mean that's a name I've heard a lot about. And I have nobody, so there we go.
You ain't got nobody?
I have nobody, man. I'm butt naked in these streets. Let's see. Where we at now?
Guards.
Yep.
Centers.
Oh yeah, guard. Oh boy. Put this back
I guess
on.
it's unanimous. Cybo, only one.
My man Saibo.
Only one.
Oh, you know what? No. I gotta keep my man Bates, man.
Oh, yeah.
you
You
gotta have
can't,
Bates.
can't lose Bates.
You gotta have Bates.
Yep.
So I'm going Bates and Cybo.
Okay, I agree with that.
Okay, Kevin Jarvis, who are you? You're gone.
Doesn't matter.
David Edwards, no.
He's not even here anymore.
No?
He's a free agent. He was a 1-year deal too.
By the way, I just read Cybo played every offensive snap on
This
the
season.
line.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
He did not miss a snap.
Not a
The
snap.
whole year is for a rookie.
I think.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go, Cybo.
That's huge.
I said that, man. I said it last show. You got all these facts. I gotta give myself some credit. You can't have all of them.
I ain't know he ain't miss a snap.
All
though.
of them, 100%. As a rookie.
Because college they play a lot lesser games. So normally now we got added games. Normally they like, all right, whoa, what we doing? We still playing?
Right.
Nah, he was.
But guess who else did?
Who?
Spencer Brown.
Spence?
100% of the snaps.
Really?
So the whole right side of that line played 100. That's probably why they got better. They're used to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing Eric Wood always say, man. Like if you got that continuity with the line,
Yeah.
like man,
You used to their calls. You used to their leverages. You used to their points. You used to their landmarks.
dude, I would love to have that dude in our system somehow, some way, dude.
Who?
Eric Wood, man.
Oh.
I mean, he
He
could
look-
be a
he
center.
looks so
He could be a
normal
center's coach.
Right. He looks so normal now. Now he lost all that weight after playing. Yo, he
looks
looks normal
weird.
as ever.
What do you mean normal? He looks weird.
But the thing about when you see people like Eric Woods, you're like,
He looks like an albino Shrek. That's what he looks like. You ever seen a dude smile with the little weird blonde curls? Like, who does that? Get him out of here. All right. We're at guard. So
and Andrews Pete, Kevin Zietler, Connor Williams. Yeah, he's hurt now, but Connor Williams would be a big get at center. He's their best offensive lineman. Actually, you want to lump center into this too?
yeah, because
May as
like
well.
according to the depth chart, they got
we got one.
Yeah, we got one, and that's it.
yeah.
But Bates played.
Yeah, he's a guard, plays center. He's like a
Well,
swing
on
guy.
the depth chart, they got Bates as a backup center.
Oh, they got a backup center.
I'll take that.
So
Okay.
they got Alec Anderson as a backup guard. Tommy Doyle was the backup
Mm-hmm.
to Spencer Brown, and Vandermark was the backup to Deion Dawkins.
Okay.
And you said David Edwards is gone already, right?
He's going.
Yeah. So we need a backup guard for Deion Dawkins moving to guard.
Give me Dalton Risner.
Who?
Dalton Risner.
From Jacksonville?
Yeah, he was in Jack. He just played in Minnesota though.
Did he? I remember from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Andrews Pete, Kevin Zietler, Connor Williams, Lucas Patrick, Phil Haynes, Dan Feeney. I'm not going to say that. Vitae, see?
John Feliciano.
Ooh, give me Felice back.
Yeah.
I'll take Feliciano
I
back.
would definitely take Feliciano back.
You want Feliciano Key? He look like, no, I don't want him.
Why?
I like Felice.
Listen,
I liked him at the time.
the grit that he brought to the O-line, man.
No, I liked him at the time, but
Yeah.
but as it went on, even in Buffalo, you saw he started to go way down.
Yeah.
You saw his production, his play started to go way down.
Would you think with this line that we got now, though, would that help him? Or you think
I
it's still-
have to know what their offensive line scheme is going to be. I have to know that. That's what I would really need to know, because if you're going to be a real gritter, actually he was a mauler, but he didn't maul anybody last time he was here.
No.
You know, he went way down. He fell off. That's why he got cut. So yeah, so you guys say Feliciano. I say Dalton Risner.
Yeah, I'll definitely take Risner too.
I might go Max Sharping.
From Oakland?
He played with the Bengals last year.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Who's it? Max Sharpley?
Sharping.
Oh, Sharping. Here you go. Right here.
Yeah, from everybody else that I'm seeing so far. I mean, unless you guys want Cody Ford back.
No. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Questenberry? No, I'm good.
Nah. All right.
Yeah,
So
screw that. We're done with that.
defense.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy. All right, so
Going defensive line.
defense. You want to do defensive line in totality? How you want to do this thing? We can do that.
So like breaking it down to like edge rushers and all that.
Defensive end, defensive tackle.
So on my roster, there's Cameron Klein. He's gone.
Who's that? Oh, Cameron Klein.
Cameron
Okay.
Klein. Shaq Lawson.
Blasphemy. He's already gone though.
He's already gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keeping for my DN. Give me AJ if we can pay him.
You want to keep it? You want to bring him back?
And I definitely got to figure out how to keep my man Floyd. Russo. Vaughn. And I don't know how I feel about Kingsley Jonathan. I don't know.
Eli Anku.
No.
Exactly. Why is he on a futures contract? I don't know why I said this. Slipped out of my body. That just slid right out. I'm sorry about that. Got a case of some things. So Anku's gone. Settle's gone. I'm gonna say that for us. Settle's out of here.
Ford's gone. Puna.
Oh, he's
He's gone.
definitely
He's
gone.
already
He
gone.
hates
Yeah,
the
he's
team.
already gone.
Yeah, he's out of here.
And Daquan shows up only because this is dead cap. He's not actually on the team next year.
I would really try to get him though if I could.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I still want Phillips, man. I like Jordan Phillips.
I'm good on Phillips.
You good on
Honestly, I'm good
Phillips?
on Phillips.
I like Phillips.
I liked him when he was here the first time, but now
He's
I'm
hurt
good
too
on him.
much
Yeah,
throughout his. Yeah.
he's OV.
Yeah. Key, who you keeping and getting rid of?
Defensive ends. I think I'm pretty consistent with Mel, Von Miller, Ed Oliver. Floyd he's on this list because he's got dead cap, but he's actually not on the team. So we could bring him back and extend him if you want. Greg Rousseau, yes. Daquan Jones, same scenario as Leonard Floyd. So I would keep him as well. Kingsley, I think I could try to do better. Aziz Ojuri.
Aziz.
Yeah, so I would probably get rid of Kingsley as well. Sorry, brother. Chukwumeka is a fun name to say, but you're not as fun to watch. So with the defensive ends, with defensive line in totality, we're looking at Leonard Williams, Chris Jones, Carl Lawson, DJ Reader, Marcus Davenport, Romeo Okwara.
They're still in the roster?
No, these are all free agents.
Oh, those free agents. I'm about to say.
Yannick Ngakoue, Grover Stewart. I want Grover. Just his name is Grover. His name is Grover. He's got to be here. No, I mean I'm kind of serious with not. Fletcher Cox, Sheldon Rankins, Chase Young, Danico Autry, Austin Johnson, Daquan Jones, of course, Calais Campbell, Charles Harris, Justin Jones, Dorrance Armstrong, Bilal Nichols, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, Jerry Hughes. I need to keep going.
I like Yannick.
You like what's that? Yannick? Yeah. Okay. I know you alluded to the fact you liked Chase Young before, so you still with that? Or?
What happened to him? Is he still like productive, or they just couldn't?
They
just couldn't afford him.
He's like Greg Rousseau.
I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to argue, but yeah, that's exactly. That's what I was like. He's like
seeing him play with San Fran, he's like
the
Greg
same
Rousseau.
deal, but that's not a bad thing. It's just you got to have that Mendy guy on the other side.
Right. I mean, y'all probably gonna throw stuff at me, but I think I'm getting rid of everybody.
Okay.
Except for AJ Epinesa, if I can keep him.
What? This is
including Daquan Jones. And I wasn't gonna get rid of Daquan Jones until I saw that DJ Reader was out there. DJ Reader to me is a bigger, stronger, better version of Daquan Jones. So I would love to take Reader. I would love to take Reader.
How old is Reader?
Reader's 29, and Daquan Jones is older.
Is he a one-tech key?
Reader?
Well,
yeah, Reader is, yeah.
Yeah.
But cameraman,
Wait, did you throw that with the long arm or the short arm?
Long arm, brother. Long arm. Man, the reason why I threw it is not because you want to get rid of everybody, but I have no argument because I can't argue this.
He's younger. He's bigger.
No.
He's better.
Will he have the same effect, though?
No, that's
what I'm worried about.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Take one cheaper. That's my argument. They're the same guy, but
in this exercise it don't count. So suck it.
I was like.
That's right. The only leg you had to stand on. You can't. Nothing you can say.
I'll take that out.
Right in the kneecap. He capped me.
Now what you got?
But yeah, so you're getting rid of everybody. So you know what? I'm not gonna strike through everybody. That's disrespectful. So I'm just gonna add them.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because both of you guys agreed that you would keep most of the guys. So you
don't want Floyd either.
No.
10.5 sacks.
I don't need Floyd either. I just left him there because I'm like
I'm more interested in the Ojulari trade, to be honest.
Yeah,
like
man.
if I can get Epinesa on the cheap and Ojulari in my locker room, both of those guys are my pass rushers. Greg Rousseau and Von Miller can do whatever they want at left end. I got my pass rushers,
and that's the thing.
I'm happy.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we got Epinesa and Ojulari back, man, under Von Miller for one season,
yes.
And he already said I want to help the young guys.
I'm ecstatic at that point.
We got two young boys.
And we got a real one tech in DJ Reader and or Daquan Jones. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supremely excited for that.
You getting rid of Ed Oliver though?
No.
Okay.
No.
I thought
All
you
the
said
guys that are
everybody. Okay.
under contract,
Got
I'm
you.
keeping.
Got you.
Just all the free agents.
Okay. All right. So yeah. I think we're good there.
I might also try to replace Linval Joseph with Fletcher Cox if I can.
The old going old. Linval is just old.
No, because
Yeah.
Linval Joseph came on a vet min. You know what I'm saying? Fletcher Cox.
Who will not do so?
Am I the only one who won that? Yannick?
Ngakwe? Yeah, you know what? He reminds me of Jerry Hughes a little bit. Well, a lot really. It's like size and pass rush ability. I'm just not a fan of the smaller pass rusher. You know what I mean? Because to me, like Jerry Hughes, in a lot of instances that I saw anyway, was a little bit of a liability in the run game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever teams needed to run, they ran at his side. You know what I'm saying? So if I got size there and I got guys who, you know, while they may not be great as a run defender, they still have enough size or length to kind of, you know, plug a gap. I'm cool with that because I got linebackers that can come up behind them and clean up.
I would probably get this dude a shot. Jonathan Greenert from Houston.
From Houston, right?
Defensive end.
Yeah. He had 13 sacks last season.
Yeah.
Dang, that ain't bad.
I don't think D'Amico gonna let him walk though.
Nah, probably not.
Kneecapping that fool. Okay, so
Wait, is the dude from Detroit on here?
Who?
McNeil. Isn't McNeil supposed to be a free agent?
McNeil? No, I don't see McNeil unless I'm spelling it wrong.
Man, I thought I saw something that was like maybe he's not. Maybe his contract ain't up. Maybe he's in his third year. Yo, y'all don't want Matabike? That is right. He a free agent.
I mean, he's excellent.
Yo, I take it back. Forget DJ. I want Matabike.
All right.
Yo,
Fine.
Justin Matabike. That's a man right there.
Well, yeah.
That's a man right there. Yo, Matabike was a beast last year or this past season.
Yeah, 13 sacks. All right, so we got Epinesa, Leonard Floyd, Yannick Ngakwe, Justin Matabike, Fletcher Cox, Jonathan Greenert. Ready for linebackers, right?
Let's do it.
All right. So linebacking core, we have under contract as we speak. I just have to stall unless I pull it up, make sure it's not filtered any further than that, which it is, of course. All right. We have Matt Milano, yes.
Yes.
Terrell Bernard, yes. Dorian Williams,
Yes.
yes. Bill Inspector, I'm going to say yes to. I'm going to say yes on Bill Inspector.
Yeah. Okay.
Medikevich,
No.
don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yep. Deuces.
I know. Thank you, but bye. So we can replace him with virtually any other player in the world that can play any kind of special teams. This one should be pretty easy.
Would you fancy a rugby player at that position? Okay. All right. Unpopular opinion.
I don't think there is one in this position. Wait, it might be.
I think I might try to keep Dotson.
That's not unpopular at all.
We are keeping Dotson, right?
Well, he's
No,
a
he's
free
not.
agent.
He's a free agent.
Oh, yeah.
Free agent.
I would
Matter
try-
of fact,
I
how
would
about
try
we
to
just
try
do
it.
that? We'll replace Tyler Medicare with Dotson.
There you go. Perfect. Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.
Yeah.
And
Done.
Dotson he actually praised Bobby Babbich on his Twitter account.
He did. I saw that.
and he deleted it for some reason. I don't know why.
He's just trying to get a job.
I think he actually made some money last year. I think, don't you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. He made some money. It ain't starter money at all, but
But coming from where he came from, though,
right.
Anthony Hamilton. Don't make me
Right.
start singing up in here.
So here's where it gets tricky.
Uh-oh.
Here's where it gets tricky because you got outside linebackers like Daniil Hunter.
Wait a minute.
and Josh Allen.
Wait. Who said Ty Dodson? You?
I did.
Yo, if you went back to the beginnings of the show, you would see how we clowned this man.
Really?
We
Yo,
clowned this
I couldn't stand Ty Dodson, dude.
went-
I
And
couldn't
he
stand
changed his
him
number
for
to
the life of
25.
me.
We wouldn't say his name.
I couldn't. Keyshawn was over here saying T died just to mess with me, or like, dude, stop calling his nickname. Like, I just, it's weird. And then somehow Pro Football Focus hypnotized everybody, and he became a.
We saw him as a headhunter. I said, I like how he's trying to take somebody's neck off.
Yeah.
You can stay.
Yeah.
So Danielle Hunter, Randy Gregory, Jerome Baker.
Like, these are guys that are technically outside linebacker, but they're pass rushers, right? Zadarius Smith, pass rusher. Leonard Floyd,
Devin White,
listed as an outside linebacker. Yeah. Josh Allen, listed as an outside linebacker.
Dude, if I could get my hands on Josh Allen, the other Josh Allen.
That was actually a funny rumor at one point. You were talking about, what do we have to get Josh Allen?
Man.
We got a monopoly on Josh Allen's. Isaiah Simmons, Bobby Wagner, Josie Jewell he's an under the radar guy. Levante David, who at the time would have been good, but now at 34, going on 30, I just turned 34. I'm good.
I also like Devin White too.
Devin White, he's only 26. I mean, that would be a good pick. So
the only reason I wouldn't take Devin White is because he wouldn't be able to play that strong side.
Right.
We need more of a run defender at that strong side.
Headhunter.
Yeah.
Ty Dodson, welcome back.
Wow, Patrick Queen's a free agent too?
Oh yeah, yep. Patrick Queen's a free agent.
He gonna be expensive though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bud Dupree's on there. They got Tyrod Dodson's market at 4.8.
Would you guys take a shot? Oh, Willie Gay is a free agent?
From KC?
Yeah.
You probably gonna go back though.
Yeah, he probably gonna go back. All right, would you guys take a shot at Shaq Leonard? Play that strong side? Nah?
Nah.
Really? Why?
We talked about, what did I say? I don't even remember what I said now. His production wasn't there last year. The last couple.
Well, they changed the defense too, though.
Okay.
So that's the reason Zaire Franklin became like the playmaker in that defense. Because of the scheme, the way that Franklin played, it was more conducive to making plays than the way Shaq played. So I would chalk that up as a scheme change for why he didn't do.
Wasn't he hurt too? He hurt something. I know he was.
Yeah, he had back surgery.
Yeah, and that's another.
I think two back surgeries.
That might be what I said. I can't remember. We have to go back to the show, but so we're going Tyrod Dodson for one. You have anybody else before we go to the last? Well, second last position.
Yeah, I think I might take a shot at either Cody Barton or Josie Jewell. Play that strong side. Probably Cody Barton because he's 29.
Okay. I put them both on there.
Yeah.
And lastly, in the secondary.
They're going to get mad at me for this one.
Oof.
Secondary is going to be an overhaul. Cornerback. And strong safety.
We have no safeties.
I know. This is all we got.
I would sign Rat back.
You bring Rat back?
I would bring Rat back.
Okay. Trap. Get this out of here. Okay. And so if we're looking at who we have, we got Trey White, Taron Johnson. Those are, well, Trey White's the one I'm like, I don't know. Taron Johnson, yes. Rasul Douglas, yes. Jordan Poyer, if so be it. I think that's a void year, so I don't even know how that works. I know Micah Hyde is a void year. Ingram, I actually would keep. Kyron Brown, for me, you can go. You guys agree or no?
I said they all gone.
Okay, except for Rasul, Taron, and Christian, I guess.
Hamlin's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Poyer's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And these are guys that are technically still under contract. They gone.
Well, Hamlin's not even under contract. He's free.
Okay.
Poyer, Hyde, gone.
Trey White, trade him.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I would at least bring him for camp and see how he does, and if he can't play back to that level, then I probably would do the same thing.
Okay.
But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for us to see if he can prove that he can play coming back from that injury.
Okay.
I would give him a chance to see if he could play safety. I just don't want him in front of Elam anymore. I don't want that. To me, there should be no reason why Elam is not a starter next year. Yeah. You've made the man sit for 2 years now of his career, and for what? So that he can be cheaper after his contract is done. Like,
and every time I see him play, he's made an impact.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best cornerback on your team right now, and you don't even let him see the field. Right. So, yeah, for me, Trey White's got to try safety. He's got to try safety.
So we're looking at Buda Baker, Adoree Jackson, Kendall Fuller, Stephon Gilmore, Micah Hyde, Michael Davis, Jeff Okudah, Kenny Moore, Chidobe Awuzie, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Emmanuel Mosley, Jordan Whitehead, C.J. Henderson, Chuck Clark, J. Ron Curse, Jordan Lewis, Steve Nelson.
Dude, it's a lot of dudes.
Eric Murray, I'm going to skip the one that's above him. Keyshawn Nix, Rock Yassin, Jalen Mills, Shaquille Griffin, Sean Bunting. And if there's anybody else, we can.
All right, so I just found this out too. That is the cheapest position on defense in the current NFL right now.
Mm-hmm. Safety?
Yes.
Which ours was one of the most expensive.
You can get him a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cornerbacks and no safeties, unless you're moving Benford or Douglas, because Douglas played safety in Green Bay at one point.
Did you keep Rap? I want to Rap stuff.
I got him on there.
Okay, you got one. Okay.
So I would do. I actually kind of like Gardner Johnson.
CJ.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner Johnson. I would probably do.
I like McKinney. Xavier McKinney.
Xavier McKinney?
Yep. I like him playing that box safety role. Let me see. I'm just making sure there's nobody else I would prefer first.
Yo, is the Ravens safety up there? Number 14, who was hitting in KC?
No, not yet.
I think that dude is not hurt.
What? Aaron
oh no, yeah, he's only in his second year with the team. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they drafted. That's a bad boy, man. Yeah, there's supposed to be another 6'5" guy that's coming out this year that's like that.
6'5" safety?
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna go over that. Don't worry, I got that. I got it in the pocket.
I can't wait to talk about that. All right, so if I can get McKinney, then I'm going to go with Darnell Savage to play my strong. That's an expensive safety tandem, but
hey, it's your world. You can have that.
Right.
And lastly, are we keeping Tyler Bass?
T-Bass?
Yeah.
Who's out there?
I'm keeping him. I mean, you can cut him, but why would you? He's like the most expensive kicker in the league.
Yeah,
I'm good. I would just keep him.
What about my man Sammy Martin?
Free agent. He's gonna stay that way.
Cut.
You gonna cut my man Martin?
Cut.
He done. Give me Rigoberto Sanchez before you.
Yo, for real.
Is that dude with the mustache?
Give me a
Is that dude with the mustache?
goggles? Yeah, mustache.
That's my dude. I would take him.
I want Daniel Whalen. He's 24. Nobody knows who he is.
Who's that?
From Green Bay.
From Green Bay. Nobody knows who he is. That's why I want him. I want a ghost at punter.
True.
I want somebody we are never going to see.
I see where you're at with it.
Right? He's 24. You just keep him under contract for like 5 years. Nobody ever knows who he is. And after that 5 years is over, they put out an announcement that they're looking for another punter, and people ask, who was our punter the whole time? That is what it should be like when we sign a punter.
All right. Well, since I got to get to work, your 90 seconds or your 180 seconds.
Keep that list because I want to see.
Okay, I'm saving it. Yeah.
I want to see
We're
when
gonna
it
go through.
happens.
We're gonna go and start.
If any of those guys wind up on the Bills roster.
Oh, my bad. Boz wrote in, don't be surprised if Coach brings back Marlo once again.
Oh, my God. Please
He
no.
fits Coach's age requirement, 32, and Carolina connection.
It's some disturbing stuff in the draft. I got some nuggets for you in the draft, too. So
I agree. That's not funny at all. Listen, Boz, I feel bad, man. I feel like there's so much rage going into this offseason, and I agree. It's totally warranted. Totally warranted. I think for us here, well, I'll speak for myself. This is my way of like venting and trying to get past all, because I'm gonna be honest with all y'all. I haven't watched another press conference. I've very lightly been keeping up with what the Bills have been doing in terms of, you know, coach searches and all that kind of stuff, just because it still stings too much to really be like into what the Bills are doing and into free agency and into you know, the draft and all that. It's like, we shouldn't even be talking about this stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? So, Boz, I'm with you. I totally get it, and I agree. It's not funny at all, but we probably are going to see a move like that at one of the positions on the team to some degree. Mm-hmm. I think you can put that down in ink. So we've got, yeah, that's it.
I gotta say, we'll pick it up. Let's save on the thing. We'll pick it up next time.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Got you 180. I got you 180 seconds of goodness happen.
You got me set up. Look at you. Look at you.
Ready to go.
Right? Let me turn this volume down if I can get it. I'm going to have to turn it down on this.
Do your thing, bro.
If it'll play. It's loading, but it's not playing.
Want me to just do it a cappella?
Not what everybody expected to hear at all.
At all.
And I think at this point, probably just going to have to go with no music. Yeah, I apologize, guys. My computer's been acting funny all the last 2 weeks. We just didn't get lucky yet today. So, listen. Thank you, Boz. He says, take care, guys. Good job, producer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, producer did good. Okay, so I want to thank everybody that tuned in today. You know, it's been fun, and I think on Monday we're going to be doing... Hey, I got the music back. Okay. Okay, so I'm a little behind, but like, subscribe, tell a friend about it, make that thing.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling.
And listen, thank you. Check it out. So, social media pages. We're ramping up Spotify. We're starting to get followers over there too. So for those of you on the go, if you're looking to just listen, you don't have the premium YouTube where you can lock your phone and still be listening, Spotify is the way to go. You can find us at Post Podium Podcast there, as my music just shut off, which means I get extra time. So anyway, we got plenty of new content coming, and so look forward to what's happening to the music here. I'm about to just cut it off. We got a ghost in the system here. Rich, we need help. We need help, bro. Damaris is supposed to call you today. We need help. Anyway, with that being said, man, this has been another live episode of the Post Podium Podcast, home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I have been your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac.
And this is Key, and then we got producer over here who wants to give you a special message.
Shout out from the producer.
I want to give a special shout out for my basketball podcast, The Truth and Knowledge. Stay tuned this Saturday. I will be dropping another video. I want all you guys to go to that, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then see you soon.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Make that thing ring-a-ling-a-ling as well.
That's right. Basketball Truth and Knowledge is the page. Basketball Truth and Knowledge. I'm going to say it one last time. Basketball Truth and Knowledge. This man literally watches every single game that he possibly can watch that come on TV, because we don't have the other package that lets him see all the games. If he had the money to pay for it, I guarantee he would. I've never seen anybody so dedicated to watching every single basketball game of the season. Like, I can't even comprehend the fact that there's 82 games in their season to begin with. But
I'll
this
watch
man
that,
is
but
on
I
top
yeah.
of all of them. So.
Oh, also, guys, hit me on Instagram at BB Basketball Truth and Knowledge. DM me. I will be going live Saturday. So hit me up. Ask me some questions because I will be answering questions.
Yeah,
All
big
right.
on dialogue.
All right.
All right.
And with that said, what else you got?
We out.
Peace.
Peace.